Good afternoon, everybody. We are here in the beautiful location of Cumbuco for the Ceará Super Kite 2019. What a place for it. I mean, Cumbuco is the mecca of freestyle kite surfing. This is the place where we have had champions. Carlos Mario is from here. Michaeli Sol is from here. Some of the world champions, and this place just produces the best possible conditions for this discipline. And I mean, all you have to do is look around. You have perfect sunny beaches, beautiful water, perfect conditions out there. And this is why we have come here for the final of the GKA Kite Surf World Tour. I'm Josie Ashton. I'm going to be on the stream for the next few days, trying to retransmit all the action out there. We have such a tight fight for the title on the men's side here. We will not know until the end of this event who is going to be crowned world champion, because it is here at the Super Kite 2019 that we will be crowning our world champions. And one more time, what a place to have a final. So we are going to be going live 1 o'clock with the start of the heats. I'm going to run up to the booth, get ready, and stay tuned, and we'll be going live at 1 o'clock. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is the beautiful location for the Ceará, Brazil 2019 here on the beach of Cumbuco. On your screen there, you can see the riders getting ready for the first heat of the single elimination. Coming up, we are going to be seeing out there on the water, we are going to have Peterson from Germany, Ribeiro from Brazil, Luis Alberto Cruz from the Dominican Republic, and Caputo from France. They are going to be the first riders out there on the water, showing us why this is the best place to have the final for the GKA Kitesurf World Tour. I'd like to say a big shout out and thank you to the people that have made this possible here, to Ceará, to the Governo do Estado de Ceará, Asamblea Legislativa do Estado de Ceará, Verde Mares and Duro Beach. Thank you very much for having us here for yet one more year, and a big shout out to our event organizer Andrea and all her team that just make us feel like a family here, and family vibes and community all on the water and on the shore. I can already see the crowd starting to get down to the beach because this is the best possible freestyle show in the world, and we are going to have some big surprises here. Was watching the local competition yesterday, and then they've been doing some Grom searches down in the famous Laguna Cauipu, which is about 20 minutes from here. The local young talent of the Brazilian riders is insane. So there's going to be some new names coming up on the heat sheets, and I bet they're going to go further and further. So yeah, I mean, Cumbuco is the birthplace of some of our world champions. Carlos Mario himself, local from Cumbuco, living in Cauipe. Unfortunately, he has not been able to join us here due to a knee injury, but I'm sure he is going to recoup very soon and will be back next year to try and defend those titles. 3 times world champion, Mr. Carlos Mario. Such a great guy on and off the water, and I hope to see him here at the event supporting all of his riders. So let's talk a little bit about the format here. This is 100% freestyle. What that means is every rider has 7 attempts. The top 4 scores are the ones that counts, and the riders are going to go out by turn. So that means first we will have Peterson, then it will be Ribeiro, then it will be Cruz, and then it will be Pito. Each of them will have 1 minute to perform their maneuver to be able to get those top points. Judges in the skippers meeting, our head judge Daniel Jimenez from Spain was saying what we are looking for is execution, style, power, dynamics, travel, amplitude. Those are the things that we need to see if these riders want to get those top points. It doesn't matter if it's a single pass or if it's a double pass. If something is executed properly, you are definitely going to get those higher marks, and that is what will take you through the rounds and hopefully crown yourself champion here at the Super Kite 2019. I'm gonna go crazy with that. The mic, yeah, no, I know, but I'm gonna go crazy with him talking in my ear the whole thing, because you can hear it vibrating here. Huh? Okay, so here I can see the countdown, the start of the Super Kite 2019. I can see we are going into sequence. So first up, we are going to have Peterson from Germany. He is going to be the guy starting off this beautiful competition here in Cumbuco. It looks like he's going to come in. Oh, he's puffing his North Rider there, puffing out the air, going for a backside free. Just unfortunately, you can see got caught up on that mid pass. It actually looks like you can see his leash got wrapped around his hook there, so he couldn't complete that complete backside free. One of the things the judges are really going to look, he did extend that Rayleigh, kind of almost like creeped it out, but didn't actually get the elevation and the power that we're looking for. But yeah, obviously, you know, that leash going round his harness hook is going to be a hard one for him. So that is a crash for Peterson to start out, the rider from North. Coming up next, we have the local kid, Ribeiro. As the tide goes out, I was talking to a few of the riders like Liam Whaley before. You can see as the tide goes out, the conditions kind of get better because there's flats in between the waves, and then they can use the waves as kickers. For the people watching the stream that don't know the kite lingo, a kicker is a ramp. So what the guys and girls do, they use the waves as ramps to be able to perform their acrobatic maneuvers. There we just saw from Peterson, we saw a Rayleigh, which is when they do a kind of a Superman, and then they do a backside free, so they doing a 360 pass in the bar behind his back. Quite one of the easier moves on the trick list, but obviously, you know, you want to kind of get the gears going, get the pistons firing to be able to get into the flow, get a little bit loose on those first maneuvers to then perform your best here at the Super Kite 2019. Coming up next, we are going to have Ribeiro. So by the looks of it, Ribeiro has been timed out. As I mentioned before, every rider has 1 minute to be able to produce the goods, to be able to do that maneuver, and then the next one will go out. So out on the water right at the moment, we have Luis Alberto Cruz going off of a kicker. That was huge. Really nice double there from him. Nicely executed. Looked like the kite was in the right position. I just missed that off on my screen. Judges really looking to be able to keep that kite low, initiate it. You can see there's one. Okay, 3-1-7 there from Luis Alberto Cruz. Really nice 3-1-7. Didn't quite extend the rally, so he's not going to get the higher points there. But that's definitely going to be a decent trick. Probably around the mid-6s for that trick. Just waiting for a confirmation here from our judges. And coming up, we will have this man, Luca Pitor. One of the great things of the technologically advances we've had here on tour is we have a screen which tells the riders when they have to go, how long they have, and what they need to win. So far, Luis Alberto Cruz, 6.5 for that 3-1-7. Here we have Luca Pitor, left foot forward, coming towards the shore. Beautiful front blind mode. Really like how he extends and stretches out the top of that one. Had a decent amount of power. The wind is still a little bit light out there, but that is going to be a good score for him. Front blind mode, that's a front row rotation with a front side 3. You can see just inverts over, kind of does a front flip over the board. Really throws that hip. You have to get that head underneath to be able to get that kind of like front flip rotation. And a 5.7 for him. There you can kind of see, even though that was a single pass, because it was better executed than the double pass from Luis Alberto Cruz, you can see the scores are very similar. So judges really looking for quality over quantity. It is not going to be a spin to win here at the Super Kite 2019. There we can see Peterson looked like he got that maneuver. He came down with a hard landing, little bit of an off axis there. Seems to having a little bit of a trouble with those inside chop, but nice landing. So there you go, backside 3. Yeah, backside 3-1-3 there for Peterson from Germany. So that's going to be a basic score, but still, once again, it's all about getting some numbers up on the board to be able to kind of loosen yourself out, get the feel for it, get the flow. Sometimes being in the first heat is quite hard because you're not sure how the conditions are. So that is a 3.17. Okay, coming on the water, we have Daniel Ribeiro. Now, this kid has one hell of a story. He won the Duotone Grom Search last year in Caputo, and he's been entered into this event. He is only, if I'm not mistaken, 9 years old. And he is one of the locals from Caputo, and I reckon we're going to be seeing a new world champion in the future years to come. So much talent coming in, left foot forward, going back. Okay, Hinterberger 5, good amount of power on that one. You can see how small this kid is. The board's even big compared to him, but just lands all the moves. I'm really looking forward to see how he produces and how he performs here in the Super Kite 2019. Nice, yeah, good extensions there. That's a proper Hinterberger, really extending that rayleigh, then going for that back roll with that front side 5 pass. Not the cleanest of landings, but still it's going to be a decent score for him for that first maneuver. And a 5.0, putting him into second position. And yeah, really great to see the youth movement that we have coming on tour now. There are so many youngsters, and it's so good to see these future generations coming and pushing the veterans out there. I can see out the top of my screen here, just over the top, Luis Alberto Cruz going out for another maneuver. Cruz there going for yet another maneuver. Unfortunately, we missed that one. We will make sure to try and get that on the replay. But looking at the judges panels that I have here on my screen, it does look like he missed that trick. Here we have that beautiful slow-mo. Going for Esmo 5. Okay, trying a slim 7. Landed on his feet, but as he did not pass the bar in the air, that will not count as a landed trick. Caputo coming in for that beautiful chromo. Chromo 5 from Mr. Peter on the inside. Kite did seem like it was a little high, but still it's going to be a good score. He's just keeping it easy, getting some numbers up on the scorecards there. That is going to take him into the lead because that's 2 landed moves. You can see they're going from switch stance with that front side free. Really nice chromo 5 there from Caputo. And a decent score coming in there for him. What the judges are looking for, Luca has one of the nicest styles out there. He, coming from France, he's riding for Red Bull and Core Kites. One of the veterans on tour, and he is one of our top riders overall. 5.93 there for that chromo. So similar scores to the front blind mode that he had, but just that little additional extra of technical difficulty coming out from switch stance. Okay, here we have Peterson coming from Germany. North Rider, left foot forward, coming towards the judge tower with speed. Wants to get those inside little flat sections. Unhooking. Looks like he was trying to aim there for the KGB. Just unfortunately, it looked like his kite was a bit too high. So one of the things you really have to look out with the KGB, because that is a back roll, and then you stop the rotation and go spin the other way. Here you can see, does the back roll, stops, spins the other way, but you really have to get that inversion on that middle point of the trick so that when you're passing the bar, you almost fall down on it, and then that way you don't have that kind of stretched out point in the middle. Easier said than done, KGB. For myself, one of the favorite moves, probably one of the most stylish moves I really like. Just unfortunately, that's going to be a crash for Peterson, and that will be his 3rd attempt out of 7. Okay, now we have the youngster coming up next. The young Brazilian, I can see his kite going through the screen there. Looks like he might be trying to go for something left foot forward. Okay, unfortunately we didn't get on that on the camera, but I could see I have a beautiful location here in front of the streaming here. I could see he did a front to wrap there. Looks like he was maybe trying to go for an S-mode, but didn't quite get the height that needed. So that's going to be a low score trick, but still, this kid is only 9 years old, if I'm not mistaken, to be able to, producing landings in a World Cup with the additional pressure of it being in your, your home country and your hometown. Double shackers out to him. Coming up next, we'll have Luis Alberto Cruz from the Dominican. He's going to be going up for his next move. I can see him on the right-hand side of the competition area. There we have him front and center, the man from the Dominican Republic himself. Will he use a kicker or no? It looks like he's going to turn around again. Luis Alberto is one of the most talented riders when it comes to kickers. He comes from Cabarete, which Kite Beach is a very similar scenario to this. Cabarete, Kite Beach, one of the best locations also in the world. And you have here the Tigrazos out on the water. Looks like he's going to be trying to aim up for one of those ramps that we were talking before. See what he's going to produce here for us. Okay, going for that slim 7 again. Oh, unfortunately getting caught up on the chop on the inside. That was a really nice one. Super fast, fluid, equal entry and exit speed, but unfortunately it was a bit choppy. You can see the frustration in his face there. So Luis Alberto Cruz, that is going to be a crash for him. He is currently in 3rd position and would need a 1.34 to go to the 2nd and a 5.14 to go to 1st. So early days in the heat. We're just coming to the, trick number 3 attempt for this man here, Caputo, who at the moment is in the lead and is on a roll. Caputo, backside 3-1-5 with a pop out. He seems like he's got his flow back. Was talking to him before the event. He wasn't too happy. Said he wasn't having the best of sessions, and I just said, well, even better, mate. You can just go out in the competition and absolutely kill it. So at the moment, it looks like good extension on that rail. You can see horizontal access there on the backside 5, and a little pop out, just demonstrating to the judges that he has. Demonstrating to the judges that he has the control of that and can really, pop out of that landing. So little extra points on for that one. And that was a 6.37 for that backside 315 from Luca Pitot from France. So an 18.0 average here for Luca Pitot, really touching all the different moves and having a serious lead over the rest of the pack so far. Coming up next, we are going to have Peterson, who's going to be going for his 4th trick attempt, the North kiteboarding rider from Germany. Here we can see him front and center on the screen. He's been doing most of his maneuvers left foot forward towards the judges. Obviously, great to do it in front of the judges' tower. Then they can see the white in your eyes and see how you tweak everything out so you can get those top points. We have quite a small competition area here at the Super Kite 2019 for that exact reason, just so the judges can make sure they don't miss a single thing. This being the final of the event, we don't want to miss anything because every single score will count. And we can see it look like we had a rally to wrap there from Peterson with a 1.77. Here we have the youngster Ribeiro coming in like a bat out of hell. This is his local beach. I can hear the local crowd on the beach shouting for him. Okay, 315. Quite a weird execution, that one. He almost was tweaking at the same time as he was passing. So obviously judges, they're not going to score that as high because he didn't get the Rayleigh extension, which is one of the things you really want to look for in the 313s and the backside 313s. To be able to get that extension, that's going to give you the extra points on execution. But still, landing move from him, 315 from the youngster. Probably going to be around the mid-threes, I'd reckon. That's going to be able to put him in second position. And hey, coming into second position of a world championship as your first appearance at his age, double shackers, and I take my hat off to you, mate. Luis Alberto Cruz going right foot forward, looking for that kicker. Doesn't seem like he's found it. He was definitely trying to get that midsection there. Let's see, now he's going to come back to the shore and go for it yet again. Just got a little info in there. I was getting a bit excited with Ribero's age. He is 11 years of age, so 11 years old. I apologize for that mistake, but still, about as young as you can get, and to be able to be doing singles, doubles, and here in a world championship, that's one hell of an achievement. Oh, nice. Would you call that a Hinterberger 5, or would you call that a late back mode 5? Really doesn't get the extension on the Rayleigh. I reckon I'd probably call that a Hinterberger 5 out of the side. Yeah, you can see going for that back roll, and with that front so 5. Whew. Maybe mode 5, maybe Hinterberger 5, because it's not exactly like a mode, but it does kind of go in the same category. Back mode 5, I reckon that's going to be nice and extended. Good travel, good execution throughout. Just waiting for a score to come up from the judges. And no, they have called it a Hinterberger front side 5, obviously because he didn't get the inversion of a back mode, but obviously not the biggest of scores because he didn't get that Rayleigh extension throughout the middle. So a 6.23 there for Luis Alberto Cruz, putting him into second position. Oh, big 317 here from Luca Pitot. Right on the inside shore break, utilizing that ramp, those kickers we have here in front of the Doodle Beach Hotel. I can see a local guy in the middle of the competition area, obviously wants to get his moment of fame, but I'm sure our jet ski is going to go right at him and get him out of there as soon as possible. But he's got the mention here on the stream. Nice extension on the Rayleigh, good horizontal axis rotation. Judges are going to be liking that one. Probably a similar, maybe a little higher score than he got some on the backside 315. It does have that extra 180 rotation, but it is easier, or considered easier, to spin front side than it is backside. So, yeah, it's going to be close. If it's not going to be the same, it might be slightly worse. But, yeah, similar score, I reckon, from that backside 5. Yep, 6.33. So, yeah, even 0.4 of a point less than the backside 5, just showing the difference between the backside rotations to the front side. Great judging there from our panel of judges. How does the judging work? We have 5 judges on the panel. Every judge will score a move. The highest score and the lowest score will be taken out, and the middle 3 scores will be average, and that's the number you see on the board. That way we can get the fairest. Okay, double Hinterberger 3 there from the German. Really nice there from Peterson. A little bit of a hard landing, but considering the execution and the power he put through that, that's a different way of doing it. Really going for that extension. Nice. Yeah, you can see got a huge butt check there, and it looks like he did a down loop. Going to be interesting to see how they score that one. But, yeah, nice execution and commitment throughout that move. You can see how a lot of these riders are utilizing those ramps, the kickers on the outside. Talking to a few of the riders before, they said as the tide will go out, the waves will just get a bit bigger so you can use them. And then the flats in between the sections really help out as well. Here we have the youngster unhooking, coming towards the judges. Looks like he's going for... Did he get a grab on that Slim 5? I couldn't quite see. Hopefully we can get a slow-mo of that one. Once again, 11 years of age, winning the duotone Grom search. Let's see. Looks like he was... I'm going to call it a scratch. I don't think it's a grab, but I'm going to call it a scratch. Perfect landing, though. He's got to be happy with that one. Coming out with a... Waiting for a score to come in from our judges. Just waiting for a score to come in from the youngster there. And we have Luis Alberto Cruz, who is currently in second position. He would need a first. So he's comboed for first. No, excuse me. He is, yeah, he's comboed for first, but he is currently in second. How this format works: 4 guys in the water round 1. The winner goes automatically to round 3. And then second and third position go to round 2. Number 4 automatically goes out of the competition, unfortunately, there for him. But this is the World Championships, and that's the name of the game. Only the best guys on the water. And what a performance so far. Action out here in the beautiful location of Cumbuco. Okay, yeah, that is a slim scratch 5 for the youngster, 11 years of age. I can be talking about this kid all day. So far, he is in a fight with Peterson to be able to be going through and continuing in this competition. At the moment, that's his 5th score on the cards. And then we have Luis Alberto Cruz here on the center of your screen with the big smile. So much good energy and so much good fire from the guys from Dominican Republic. As soon as you get that bachata fire and these boys just start moving and the teeth come out. One of the guys in the run for the overall World Championship this year is Mr. Alberto Cornell himself, younger brother of Ariel Cornell from back in my day. Great to see the Dominicans absolutely killing it out here. Here we have a perfect example. Luis Alberto Cruz, KGB grab. Textbook KGB, came down, control on the kite, 2 hands back on the bar, got a little bit of a grab on the inside there. We can see, so he goes for that backside rotation, stops mid, indie grab in the middle, comes down. Did support himself a little bit on the kite there, so judges are going to deduct a little bit of a score there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the average is around a 5 point something, 5.6, 5.7, if my memory serves me right. 5.23, yep. Great judging there. They have deducted points for floating on top of the kite there just as he came down. Did show control, grabbing it with 2 hands. To be honest, knowing Luis Alberto Cruz, he was probably going for a KGB 5, but just didn't get the height that he wanted. Still, he is currently in second position, fighting with this man, Mr. Luca Pitot, as now Luis Alberto Cruz would only need a 6.38 to go into first position. But Luca Pitot is going to be answering back here. Left foot forward, come towards the judge tower like a freight train. The Red Bull rider Okay, yeah, going for a heart attack there. Once again, it does look like he's a bit lighter on the inside. I've seen Luca Pitor compete on a lot of the different competitions. I think he was probably going to try and go for a heart attack 5 there, but didn't get the elevation or the pop that he wanted to, so he's going to have to settle with just a single heart attack there. Probably going to be around the mid-4s. Good extension on the Rayleigh, but that is probably not going to be the maneuver that he wanted. Okay, going into round number 6. So the 6th trick attempt for each one of these riders. We're going to have the North rider, Peterson, from Germany. He's going to be coming up next. Looks like he's moving on the right-hand side of the screen. Sorry, the screen. I got such a clear view of the competition area here in front of me. I sometimes mistake it for my stream screen here. He's on the middle of the competition area there. We just grabbed him. Oh, going for a big crash there. He is not happy about that one. Head in the water, hand on the sea. Yeah, you can see it did look like he didn't quite edge as well as he wanted to, so that will be a crash for Peterson. Next up, we're going to have the youngster one more time. Ribeiro, he is going to be going out on the water. Yeah, you can see good S-mobe attempt or slim, whatever you want to, how you want to call it. But yeah, just didn't quite get. The kite was a bit high. Almost looked like his leash got caught on his harness there again. So he's going to have to look into that. So far at the moment, he is in 3rd position. So saving himself from elimination of this contest. But once again, we have here the youngster Daniel Ribeiro from Kauipi Lagoon. He is going to be, let's see what kind of goods he wants to produce. He's going to have to try and get something bigger than a 2.93 if he wants to increase his overall score. Okay, so just waiting to see. Maybe we can get a replay of that last maneuver there from Daniel. And coming up next, as soon as we can see, yep. Coming up next, we're going to have this man, the Tigrazo himself, Luis Alberto Cruz. He's seen something as he's powering through. Huge frontside mobe. Oh, that is beautiful. That's almost like a tantrum. You know, I've only seen the Dominicans do that. That's back in the days of Luciano Gonzalez. You can see fully stretches out, goes completely off axis, tip over tip, comes down, frontside, backside freeze it. Incredible maneuver there from Luis Alberto Cruz. Please, can we get a slow-mo of that one? Just waiting anxiously here. We will get a slow-mo of that one very soon. But it is Luca Pitor's turn coming in right now. So these guys are jumping quite close, so it's hard to differentiate them. Again, going for that heart attack 5, but not quite getting the height and not being able to get the land in. That extra 180 that he wanted to. So we're going into the final round of tricks here from all of these guys, starting off with Peterson. Yeah, that front blind mobe from Luis Alberto Cruz, 6.47. That is a huge score for an individual pass, but it does not get much better than that. Off-axis rotation, tip over tip. So stylish, such a great maneuver. So yeah, really good riding there from the Dominican. And at the moment, this man himself, Peterson, is in the 4th position. So he's going to need to land a trick if he wants to make sure that he stays in this competition, as Daniel Ribeiro is still out there. Here we have him trying that S-mobe and not quite getting the landing. Missing the landing on that one. So unfortunately, waiting for scores to come in. Once again, speaker scores are not 100% official. It is the live scoring system that we have. Those will give you the official numbers. But just doing a bit of math here, it does look like Peterson is going to end up in 4th position, meaning he will be out of the competition. can see, nice. He does go in, really, you know, gets the full rotation. First, you know, spins the board, then gets the bar, but unfortunately just coming down in a bundle, and that will be a crash for him. Now we have the youngster. He would need, if he wanted to get second, he's combo, and if he wanted to get first, he's also combo. So he's going to be happy with his third position, meaning he's going to go through to the second round here of the GKA Kitesurf World Cup in the Super Kite in Ceará, Cumbuco. But yeah, he's going to give a little action here for the crowd. That's a better Slim 5, just unfortunately getting caught up on the inside chop there, so that will not count. Will be a crash for him, but still, third position, lives to fight another day, and we will be seeing him in round number 2. Looks like his board just popped out there a little bit, got hit by a chop just as he was coming down, and it bounced him out. So, Luis Alberto Cruz, so far in first position by the smallest of lines here with Luca Pitor. So Luis Alberto Cruz, right foot forward, speeding towards the inside kickers. What has he got for us? Oh, it looks like he's going to decide against run number 1 and maybe come back in and go for run number 2. You really want to be able to line that ramp up to be able to get those top scores. So far, we just saw a huge front blind move for him. One of the most stylish. I love those extended front blind moves, and this guy just produced the goods and pulled one off early days in the competition. Okay, Luis Alberto Cruz going towards the kicker. Grab Slim 5. Yeah, looks like he was trying to go for something bigger, maybe get a double pass in that one. That is a grab Slim. Sorry, grab Slim didn't do the 5 rotation. You can see, grab the board there, a little bit indie, and kind of stopped because he saw he was so close to water. So that's not going to be a big score for him. Probably in the 4s, mid 4s to 5 range, I reckon. Just waiting to see some numbers come up. Did have a good amount of power, but not what he was looking for. So Luis Alberto Cruz so far in first position, and it is Luca Pitor, the core rider, is the guy coming from the shore, is the guy that we're going to be following to grab to see if he can go into that first position and go through to round number 1. Okay, Luca Pitor front and center on your screen. Only 0.1 of a point behind Luis Alberto Cruz. So let's see a strategy he'd have here. I reckon he would want to increase a KGB from a 5.23. That's his lowest score. He's going to want to be producing something higher than that. So he needs to get something higher than a 5.23 from the families that he has not already touched. Are we going to see... Okay, better front blind mode that had a bit more power, if I remember, than the first one he did. Still a 6.47 for that, excuse me, I'm reading the wrong one here. He had a 5.7 for that first front blind mode, but he needs a 0.1 more, so a 5.8 would do it. And to be honest, I reckon he's going to get that because that did look better than the first one he had in the earlier stages of the heat. So you can see the slack in the line there, got the full rotation through, really extended throughout the middle part of that trick. 24.6. So yeah, Luca Pitor is going to be going through to round 3 on that first maneuver. And coming up next, we're going to be having heat number 2, which will be Pereira from Brazil, Burgofre from Germany, Gomez from Colombia, and Shablow from Switzerland. I can see the stoke and the smiles on the young Frenchman Red Bull rider coming here to the shore. Congratulations to you, Mr. Pitor. And we'll be going down to the beach with Gemma very soon to get a short interview with that guy himself. Here we can see those beautiful slow-mo rotations and the slow-mo that we have here to make sure that we can see every single maneuver of the riders And I think the standout move of the heat has definitely got to be the front blind mode that will be coming up soon from that man. But it is this guy, Caputo from France, that has taken the win in that heat, making his way through to the third round. Luis Alberto, Cruz, and Daniel are going to have to battle it out in the second round to go through to continue in this competition. But yeah, this guy, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was in his next trick attempt. That was a really nice slim 7 there from him, just unfortunately getting caught up on the middle. And Caputo here, backside 5. Popping out, just showing control. That's why he's got the top scores here of this heat. Great performance here from Peterson from Germany, just unfortunately not being able to get the landings that he's wanted to. So yeah, great to have him here at the event, but unfortunately he's going to have to wait until next year to get even better and to be able to come here and produce the goods at the location. So I'm going to be back very shortly. Here we have once again all the slow-mo action coming, but we're going to go down to the beach with Gemma as we've got a short interview.
Thank you very much, Joe. So I'm down here with the 2 guys winning that heat. Caputo placing first, Luis Alberto placing second. Luca, does it feel good to be back on the water here in Brazil?
Yeah, it feels really good. It's my favorite event. Last year I rode pretty well, and yeah, I'm pretty happy to win my first heat. It feels good, and it was really close, but I'm still happy. And I mean, a little fault to all the Frenchies that couldn't make it, but I hope I can represent for them.
A little note on that. Normally the French representation is like the biggest we have on tour. You're always at least 8, 9, 10 guys. At this event, you are the only French rider here. Is that right?
Yeah, it's right. I mean, we have like Paul has got a new job. Nico got injured, so a little shout out to him. And then the other riders are busy doing other stuff, but we'll be back next year.
It's all down to you, Luca. Good luck. Make them proud.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Luis Alberto Cruz. Aquí otra vez en Brasil. ¿Qué tal fue tu manga?
La verdad, la manga estuvo un poquito incómodo para mí. Pude hacer lo posible que pude porque tenía como un mes y pico que no entrenaba. Y vine aquí a Brasil, aquí fue que vine a navegar. Y bueno, para la próxima lo vamos a hacer mejor, para la segunda ronda. Y gracias a mi sponsor también, que por ello estoy aquí también, Taikai, Cogua. Y Kai Club Cabarete y David, que son gente de Canadá que me están apoyando a mí también. Le doy las gracias a ellos. Y a mi gente de República Dominicana que están mirando esto.
Muchísimas gracias, Luis Alberto. Nos vemos en tu siguiente manga.
Gracias igual.
Gracias. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks a lot, Gemma. Good to see the boys and the smiles out there. Very good riding from both of them, and what a front blind mode from this man himself. We'll try and get a replay of that further through the day, because it's definitely one of the standout tricks there from him. Okay, coming up next, we have heat number 2, round number 1. We are going to have Pereira, Burgoffe, Gomez, and Shablow are going to be out on the water, and there is the shot. That is the drone shot of this paradise that we have in front of Dudo Beach here, where we have the Super Kite 2019. Once again, a big shout out and a thank you to our sponsors, to Ceará, Governo do Estado do Ceará, Assembleia Legislativa do Estado do Ceará, Verdes Mare, and Dudo Beach for having us here once again at this beautiful location. What an event, what a way to end the year, and to have a final here, the GKA Kitesurf World Tour. It does not get much better than this. So here we can see the beach. You know, there's a huge kiting following. This is one of the meccas of freestyle. I mean, it is picture perfect out here. You land stuff here that you can never land again in other places. I've been coming here since the early 2000s with a lot of the guys, and it is just, every year you come back, you just want to stay longer and longer. So far we have had Caputo going through to round 3, and Luis Alberto Cruz is going to have to battle it out with the youngster Daniel Pereira to be able to get through to that round 3. Interesting stuff out on the water, and a big shout out to this man from Germany, Peterson, unfortunately not being able to go through to the next round, but he can just enjoy the competition, go out on the water, enjoy these beautiful Brazilian conditions, and just be here bigger and better next year. So coming up next, we have round 1, heat number 2 of the men. If you're just joining us, I'm Josie Asher, and this is the Super Kite 2019 Freestyle Final. In the water, we have Pereira, we have Burgoffer, we have Gomez, and we have Shablow. We have just seen the 5.67 there from Pereira. And coming up next, we will have the man from Germany for his first trick attempt. I can see there. You can see the German Burgorfer. I'm sorry if I don't pronunciate that one right. Oh, going out with a lot of power. You can see the spray come off of his board there. So he's going to be going for his first maneuver. We've seen a front blind mob from Pereira from the local Brazilian with a 5.67. That's a big score for a front blind mob. Obviously had a lot of style. Try and get that back in the replay. But it is this man's turn here from Germany. Looks like he's also going to be wanting to go on the way out, right in for Liquid Force. He is going to be trying to hit some of those inside kickers to see what he can produce for his opener of the Serra Super Kite 2019. Coming off of a big kicker. Okay, S-Mob 5. Decent amount of power in that one. Did have a little bit of a wobble through the middle part of that trick. Didn't quite get the cleanest rotation that he was probably looking for. Still, Slim 5, S-Mode 5 on the cards. Going to have a decent score. Great way to open up with a landing. So, yeah, he looks like he definitely is going to be in around that range. Here you can see there's that front rotation with that front side 5 coming down. As I mentioned, there was a little wobble in the middle of that maneuver. That's the judges are going to deduct points. And I reckon, yeah, 5, medium 5 is probably going to be the name of the game for that one. And here we have Gomez, the Colombian. This guy has one of the biggest smiles out there, and it's great to see him at yet another event. Really good to see all the different nations here. I can see he's on a 12 meter as the wind is a little bit lighter out there. Hopefully we'll pick up as we get through the day. If you're watching the screen, please make sure you send some comments in. Give us some ideas if you want to ask riders any kind of question, any kind of info. I'll try to comment over there. Okay, looks like he was going for that double heart attack. Just didn't quite commit to the pass there. Talk about starting with fire. So that was a first trick attempt there also for Gomez, just getting a 1.53 for that individual S-band. As I said before, looks like he was probably going for that double heart attack, but not quite committing to the pass there. Still, numbers on the board, that is the game, the name of the game, and here we have a huge backside 7 there from Maxime Chapleau. Maxime Chapleau, one of our top riders out there. Unfortunately, he is coming into this event. He was in the title race, but anything can happen as it is going to go down to the wire, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to have a fight for the first position. Still opening up with a 7.73. Talk about a way to start your event here in Brazil. He obviously means business down at the Super Kite 2019. Coming up next, it is going to be the turn of, excuse me, just trying to get my screens working up here. Yep, we're back. Okay, so first up, we're going to have the turn of the local Brazilian Pereira. Had a really nice front blind mode to start off the heat, and now it looks like he's going to be going for something bigger. Okay, so it is the local Brazilian's turn. Unfortunately, we missed the beginning section of that maneuver. We'll kind of get that back on slow-mo in the replay. We can see Pereira there. Not quite sure what he got because we missed that trick. Just we're trying to get a replay here. Sorry, thank you. Just because 5 people are talking to me at once. That would have been good to know before I told him he was being kicked out of the event. Joder, tío. Esas cosas no las tienen que decir. Es que, tío, me cago en Dios, Gemma. Esas cosas no lo tienen que decir. ha sido Dingole toda la vida. Okay, so I'm going to shout out a big apology here to Peterson. So we had some wrong information on the format of the ladders here. So what it is going through to round 2 is the 4th and 3rd position, and going through to round 3 is the 1st and 2nd position, as it is a 32 dingo. I apologize, I had some wrong information, but it is great to see you still in the competition, and now you can just prove all of us wrong and go all the way through and win it, mate. So once again, a big apology out there to you. Big hard attack here on the inside from the guy Burgdorfer from Germany. Really nice rotation. Got good extension on that rally. That was a nice maneuver here. We can see on the replay. Extension. Good S-bend rotation coming through for that backside free. Going to be a decent score for him. Still single individual pass is going to probably be around the 5.0, mid-5 range. But still, numbers on the board, scores on the card to be able to go through to the next round is the name of the game. Okay, coming up next, we have Gomez from Colombia going for his 2nd trick attempt. Right foot forward, going off of the kicker. 1, 2. Oh, that would have been a sweet double hard attack there, but unfortunately not quite getting the bar on that backside free rotation and coming down in a bundle, but good execution and huge commitment for that one. Look at the height he got there. Really good access. Then goes on and does that horizontal rotation. That would have been a big score. But unfortunately there for the Colombian, that's going to be his first crash of the heat. At the moment, he is in last position, but still loads of attempts to go. This is the 2nd attempt here for Maxime Shablow. It looks like he's okay. Looks like he was maybe aiming to go for that 317. Unfortunately, it looks like he got his finger caught up there. Hopefully he's okay. 315 there for Maxime. He's obviously going to be wanting to improve that score. But yeah, just look at the style. Tweaks it out. Does that little bit of an off-axis rotation so he could actually get the extra spin to go around. Still, good score for him. Going to be a medium to low average score, probably around the mid-4s. Maxime Chapleau from Switzerland. 2nd maneuver, 315. Local boy Pereira, slingshot rider from Brazil, going out. Got a decent amount of speed. Is he going to be doing it off the kicker? No, it looks like he's maybe he's going all the way out to the back end of the competition area, so that probably means he's going to be doing his move, coming a left foot forward towards the judging tower. Interesting different strategies from these guys. You know, obviously local here knows this break better than anybody. There are some flat section in between the chop, but you really have to be able to hit it perfectly if you want to get the move. Okay, not quite getting the, you can see not quite getting the pop he wanted to there. That was a slim chance, but super dangly floating one, so that is going to be a very low score for here. Didn't take off of the water as he wanted there. You can see Maxime Shablow there on the screen with his trainer Fabio Ingrosso and Jean-Maria Coccoluto, one of the heavy hitters that also for this competition. We're waiting for the appearance here of the guy from Germany, Vasconcelos. I saw him just do a maneuver here on the inside. Unfortunately, we missed that on our streaming. Waiting to see, hopefully be able to get the replay. But that was a crash on the inside. Coming up next, we are going to have Gomez, the Colombian. There we have the man himself. Went for a huge double heart attack free there before. Just unfortunately losing the pass. Are we going to see that again? Looks like there's some good bumps on the way out. Yeah, he's seen one. Nope. Going to re-hook back in. Didn't quite get the lift off or the place that he wanted to. Is he going to be doing it towards the beach? We will find out very soon. Okay, here we have Nelson coming in like a bat out of hell. He is going to unhook. What's he got for us? Here, trying a Hinterberger 5. He's very frustrated there. He is landing every maneuver, but he's missing the pass on every single one of them there, unfortunately. So that is going to be a 0 for him. Would have been a decent score for a double Hinterberger 5, but unfortunately, as I mentioned before, you have to grab and pass the bar to be able to get the score. Here we have Maxime Shablow going right foot forward, going out. Huge, stylish front blind mo with a grab. That was almost slow-mo speed. Really showing that he has the control of the execution going around. As you can see, look at the difference of speed. Goes up, full rotation, grabs it for a while, comes around, lands with speed and with ease. Great maneuver there from the rider from Switzerland. That is going to be a very decent score for him. Six 6.33. We have Maxime Chapleau. And coming up next, it is going to be the local Brazilian Pereira. I can just see him taking off from the right-hand side of our screen. There he comes on appearing. Going to utilize that kicker. Backside 313, but he is not extending on that railing. He doesn't have the biggest of edge, this kid. He really wants to pop. You want to see the whip, that kind of whip effect that they have to slingshot them out, to do the scorpion, to then go around rotating that 360 backside. But unfortunately, not quite getting there. So that is also going to be a low executed and a low scored maneuver. Big KGB here from Burgdorfer from Germany. Yeah, good rotation. You can see how he inverted on the top middle point of that. So back roll, inversion, then tweaks it around, comes down, heel side, 2 hands on the bar, showing control throughout the execution. That's going to be a good score for him. Let's just waiting for those numbers. So far, we have Maxime Chapleau in first, Pereira in second. In third position, we have just moving down Pereira because Burgdorfer has gone through to that second position, and Nelson Gomez from Colombia in fourth, trailing quite far behind. He's having trouble getting a landing on some of those ones. Okay, we're back, everybody. Sorry, just had a couple technical issues there with some of the formats and scoring, so just making sure that everything is on cue. We are 100% ready and rolling now. So we just saw it. Everybody has had their fourth trick attempt, minus Maxime Shablow, who's front and center on your screen. He's currently in that first position with an 18.23, and in second position, the German Burdoffer, 16.66. Can see a few comments on the stream. Our cameras are trying to grab every single maneuver from each guy, but they are jumping very close together. It's not that we're just pointing at one or another. So we will make sure that we try and get every single maneuver, and if not, we will be getting the replays in the slow-mos at the end of the heat. So yeah, stay tight, stay on the edge of your seats, because no matter what, you will see every single maneuver of this event. And a big back mo 5 there from Maxime Chapleau, a 6.5. That was a very stylish and big maneuver there from him. Single passes with great execution. That's what we want to see at the Super Kite 2019. I can just see a good friend of mine from back in the day, Alberto Rondina, joining into the stream. Buonasera, my friend. I hope you are good, and say hi to the mum and dad. It has been years. Look forward to seeing you soon someplace warm. Okay, here we can see that fifth maneuver from Pereira. Big KGB extension. Nice extension throughout the middle point of that. But he does seem to have a little bit of an issue edging on the midsection of these tricks. And he is really getting points deducted because he doesn't come out with that slingshot effect. Still, currently, he is in second position, followed very closely. I have quite a battle for second and third here from Birgoffer. So the first position of this heat will go through to round 3, and then the second and third will go to round 2. And the fourth rider of this heat means that they will be out of the competition. So very, very close on the leaderboard so far. But this man here, Nelson Gomez, is gonna really have to step up his game because he has had quite a few crashes. Right now, we're going to be on the German in the water, middle of the competition area. There we have him coming up onto the screen. So coming left foot forward, he looks like he's got a good amount of power, the Liquid Force rider. Big, okay, oh, it looks like he was going to be trying for that backside 5, but went off axis through that first pass, so could not get it together to then pull that extra 180. So that is a simple backside 313 there for him. Not going to be the score he's looking for, but that will probably be enough to move him into second position one more time. You can see the replay. You can see here how he gets a big pop, but then here kind of goes off axis. You can see his center of gravity was backwards, so very hard to be able to get the power to do that double rotation. Still landed the maneuver. There you go, moving him through into second position, but he's going to be one to challenge the Swiss man, Maxime Chapleau, if he wants to get through to round 3. And an individual backside 313 there from Nelson Gomez. He has his work cut out for him, as he needs. For second position, he is already comboed out, so he's going to have to get another big move if he wants to be able to go through to second. And for third position, he needs a 17.71 so far, so very hard for him to be going through to round 2. But he wants to secure himself a place in round 2 and in round 3. Maxime Chapleau just bunny hopping towards the shore. You can see in the F1 rider from Switzerland, one of our top ranked riders worldwide. Okay, going for a heart attack 7, but really did not extend on that S-bend, so that will be very underscored due to the fact that he literally did not get any extension on that Rayleigh and pretty much spun underneath himself. So yeah, heart attack 7 there for Maxime Chapleau, but that is not going to be a biggest score. You know, properly executed one of those could be around the 9 area, but unfortunately, as he didn't, as I said, didn't get that extension on the Rayleigh and the S-bend, yeah, he's definitely going to get a couple points deducted for that. Still, first position for him so far. Okay, we'll be going into the 6th trick round, and this man here, Pereira, is going to be going up next. 7.17 there for Maxime. Yeah, as I mentioned before, landed maneuver, still a good score, but that, you know, heart attack 7, normally around the high 8s to 9 range, so obviously judges underscoring that due to the execution. But he is in first position and will be comfortably moving round to third round if he can keep up this performance. Okay, I can see center of the competition area. We can see, there we go, Pereira, 313, very low 313 there. Unfortunately, not getting that extension on the rayleigh or the power throughout the kite was quite high. We're going to be a very small score for him. We want to be able to see more higher executed tricks with more power and more technical difficulty if he wants to be going through to the next rounds. But so far, he is in... Excuse me, just trying to see what position he is in here. So far, he is in third position, so he is safe in the event, but he wants to stay away from that fourth position. Next up, we have the German rider coming into the center of the competition area. Going off of that's Maxime Chapleau going off of the kicker, so he's just having some fun out there. And front and center on the competition area, there we can see the German rider coming in with power, left foot forward. Okay, here we see Burgdorfer, 19.99 so far in second position here on this heat. Big extension on the rayleigh, huge 315. Unfortunately, getting caught up on the landing. Much better maneuver there from him. He's going to be happy with that one. Currently in second position so far of this heat, so he would be moving through to round 2 and wanted to try and take the first position from Maxime Chapleau, but Maxime is 7 points ahead, and he would need a combo situation of an 11.08 if he wanted to go through. Okay, here we have Nelson Gomez. I'm not sure if the judges are going to count that because that was technically that was a trick. He did a grab there. Just going to see what our judges are going to think of that one because, you know, he did actually produce a move which was a hooked-in grab. Looks like no. Looks like they're going to be a bit flexible on that just as the guy was having a bit of fun going out. And it does seem like he's going to be coming and turning around, left foot forward, coming towards the competition area to produce his 6th move of the heat. He's going to have to be getting this very close, very soon because he's going to be timed out if he's not careful. Looks like he's eyeing up that bit of chop on the right-hand side. Going to go off top. That's a good kicker for there. Okay, just unfortunately not managing to unhook himself there. So he's going to be timed out, and that's going to be a crash for him. Coming up next, we have Maxime Shablow. See a couple people on the stream asking if we can pinpoint who is going for the trick attempts next. We will mention it to our live scoring, but what you have to see is if you go to the live page of the GKKiteWorldTour.com/live, you will have the live scoring there also, and it will tell you who is going up next. If you look at the ladders from top to bottom, that is the order that they will follow. And you can see, we can see the Colombian there warming up. I'm going to have to start shouting at him to get out of the competition area. He keeps confusing our cameras there. He wants to get a little bit of a starlight before he goes out on the water. Coming up, we have ongoing is Pereira, the local Brazilian. I'm going to have to tell you the move he did because unfortunately we could not grab that one. That was a double heart attack free there for Pereira. Okay, so now we have the final trick attempt here for the German Bulldoffer, coming in left foot forward with power. Looks like he's going to be doing it coming towards the judge tower. He's going for an unhook. Okay, backside 315. Oh, unfortunately not getting the landing on that one. That was a good amount of style throughout that trick. That's that Rayleigh with backside 540 rotation, passing the bar once and landing blind. Just unfortunately looks like he got caught up on the chop. You can see nice little extension on the Rayleigh, tweaks it out a bit. Comes down, did get the landing, but then it looks like he got caught up on that inside bit of chop. Still, he is in second position, so he's going to be going through to round 2. He's going to have to battle it out to then continue through in this competition so far. Now, Gomez, if he wants to get second to be able to go through, he needs second or third position. He needs a 9.0 score. And unfortunately, that is not going to be the score that he needs to be able to go through to the next round. So it does look like Nelson here is going to be tricked out of the competition, just waiting for some scores to come in. It was a nice maneuver, but yeah, unfortunately just did not quite get the high score that he needed, because he had a very hard time early off, because he's got a 1.53 there as one of his top scores. So just waiting for the last move here from Maxime Chapleau. But yep, it is that is official. Nelson Gomez is not going to be continuing in the competition, as he is not going to go through to round 2. So we are going to have the winner is going to be this man, Maxime Chapleau, just doing this one for the crowd. Big back mob 5 there, and just tweaking it out on the very end, doing a little pop to wraps as well. This is one of the few guys with Liam Whaley that can get that mob 7, but lighter conditions out there at the moment. Hopefully the wind will pick up and we'll be seeing some bigger moves. So congratulations to Maxime Shablow going through to round number 3. And in round number 2, we will have Bulldoffer and Pereira going through. So yeah, congrats to them. And, you know, a big shout out to Nelson Gomez. Didn't seem like he had the flow that he usually does. But that is competition. Sometimes it happens. And look forward to seeing him free ride here at the competition. Okay, so coming up next, we are going to have Vasconcelos, Suarez, Alex Neto, and Juan Rodriguez. This is going to be heat number 3 of round 1. If you are just joining us, this is the beautiful location of the Super Kite 2019 here in front of Duro Beach, excuse me. This is the location that we have the final here for the GKA Kitesurf World Tour. I'm Josie Asher, and I want to take a big thank you to everybody that made this event possible, to Andrea, our event organizer, and to the sponsors, Ceará, Governo do Estado de Ceará, Assembleia Legislativa do Estado do Ceará, Verge Mares, and Duro Beach here in front of their beautiful situation that they have on the Cumbuco Beach. What a place to have a final, and this is action on the water.
feeling a little bit nervous, Maxime? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little nervous this first heat because last comps didn't really go as planned. So now we had a bit of a bigger break, and getting back into it is always a bit stressful. But definitely feeling good. Did some good tricks, so ready for round 2.
How do you feel about your whole performance from this season?
Well, I started off really well, and then I kind of struggled a bit on the last 2 events. I had a little injury on my wrist, but now I'm feeling good and I'm ready.
What's been your highlight, Maxime, of the year? Which has been your favorite moment?
I think Le Cat this year was a pretty unexpected 2nd place, and also Fuerteventura sharing the podium with Jamaria and Aderi was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I really love this spot here, so I hope this event can be one of the highlights as well.
Awesome job, Maxime. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in round 3.
Guys, see you.
Thanks a lot. Hi, Juan. It's nice to meet you. You're new for us here on tour. Tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and where you've been riding.
Yeah, my name is Jan Burgdorfer. I'm from Hamburg, and I'm riding on Fehmarn, where the World Cup was also once. So yeah, but here it's pretty nice.
What do you think about the competition here, the format we're using?
Yeah, the format is quite nice. We also use it in Germany now. It's way better than the old format because you got time on your own, nobody around. Yeah, so pretty nice.
A message to the people watching back home from Germany?
Ja, keine Ahnung, ist geil hier. Ist gut. Rheinweg, alle Grüße raus da. Passt hier.
Great job. Thank you guys so much, and good luck for your next heats. Thanks a lot. Back to Joe.
Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so yeah, great. Congratulations to both of those guys. Here we have Juan Rodriguez. The guys have already done their first trick attempts. Juan Rodriguez, nice move there, going through the middle section of the competition area. Good landing. He's obviously not going to be the biggest one. Didn't get quite the amount of extension that he was probably looking to see. But still, hard attack. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's 1, there's 2. Yeah, double hard attack 3 there for Juan Rodriguez. Probably going to be around the mid-6 region. Good way to start the heat. That's probably going to move him into 2nd position so far. Yep, there you go. 2nd position there for Juan Rodriguez. There we can see the local Suarez there. Very nice front blind mode from him. 6.03 there on the initial stage. So good 2nd maneuver for him. He's already got a 317, 6.7 and a front blind mode of 6.03. So he is going to be going in to the 1st position. Coming up next, we're going to have Alex Neto, who I can see coming through the middle section of the competition area. Alex, one of the veterans on tour. Okay, what's he got for us out here? Huge heart attack there. Good rotation, but did get caught up a little bit on the landing. Very hard to get through these choppy waters, but Alex, a local here, I'm sure he's going to be getting some bigger moves so far. Still a 5.58 and a 6 point something I can see coming on the stream. There you go, double heart attack free there from Alex Neto. 6.47 for that maneuver. Great score there for him. He's going to be happy with that one, moving him into second position. Coming up next, we have Juan Rodriguez, the Colombian. Juan Rodriguez, part of the go-to kite team here, together with his teammate Adeudi Cornell. Very strong team. Okay, backside 3, 1, 3. Looks like he was trying to go for a backside 5. Didn't quite get the lift that he wanted to. The guys and girls are on in between 11 and 13 meter kites, depending on the weight of the rider. Here you can see he kind of didn't get the pop that he wanted on that one. And unfortunately not being able to get that backside 315 that he was probably looking to. Still, yeah, there you go, 2.97 for that maneuver from Juan Rodriguez, moving him into third position. We can see there from Vasconcelos, a nice KGB there from him. That's definitely going to be a decent, medium to decent score. He is currently in last position, but I think that maybe that will get mixed up after this move. Just waiting for a maneuver from Alex Neto also. Hopefully we can ask a replay for that one, because unfortunately it looks like that one was missed. Good KGB there from Vasconcelos. Coming up next, we will have Suarez. We apologize for missing some of the maneuvers out here. We will get them on replay as soon as possible. There has been a couple of changes for the format. We have gone to 2-minute transitions instead of 4-minute transitions between heats, because the wind is a little fluky out there, and we want to make sure that we give all of the guys the best opportunity to be in the best conditions here for this day one of the Super Kite 2019. There we can see Alex Neto here on the screen, just waiting to get some numbers in, as the live scoring seems like it's taking a bit of a time. There seems to be something. Daniel Jimenez here, the head judge, is touching up. Like I say, Daniel Jimenez, one of our most experienced judges here. He can look and see if there's been a technical difficulty or if something isn't quite correct, and ask either for a rerun of that trick or to be modified. That is his, together with tour manager and race director, they could make that decision. But waiting to see what is happening, as I can see the black screen on the board here, which will mean that they are rectifying something. Big shout out on the stream to Noefon from Spain. Good to see you supporting your duotone team. Noefon, one of the most talented obstacle riders. We've seen him in the video and making some of the videos like the bubble. Great to see you tuning in here, Noe. Okay, so now it is going to be the turn of this man on your screen, Alex Neto from Brazil, going out right foot forward. He's got a nice kicker up in front of him. Is he going to utilize it? Okay, backside 315, getting caught up on the landing there. That is going to count, but he's definitely going to get probably half points for that one, because he did have a big butt check in the middle of that maneuver. Good extension. Wasn't the most horizontal rotation, but still, you can see he got a butt check there. Okay, so it is Suarez's turn coming up next. So we just saw a attempt there, an unhooked front roll. Looked like he was maybe going for an Esmo from Vasconcelos. So coming up next, we will have Suarez coming towards us on the core kite. I can see just from my team, front and center of the competition area, he is unhooking. We apologize for missing that trick there, guys. Unfortunately, we missed the core rider, local Suarez. Here we have Alexandra Netos coming in. He has a 15.22 so far. He is in second position. First position, we have Suarez there, 18.96. So Alex looks like he's going to be doing something left foot forward towards the judge tower. Alex coming in. Okay, going for a big extended slim. Does look light out there. The guys are seeming to kind of fall down after those first passes. I know they're looking for a lot of doubles out there, but slim chance there for Alex Neto. Textbook extension on that slim chance. Let's see what the judges score from that. 4.53. Okay, sorry I had to jump out of the booth there. We were having a little bit of a sound issues here on the event side. Looks like we've sorted them out, so we are back full power. So at the moment, I have Vasconcelos is going to be going out for his final trick attempt here. You can see the local Brazilian on the middle section of your screen. Looks like he's riding for Duotone there. Nice kicker on the outside. Is he going to be using that one? That is one of the biggest kickers we've seen all day. It does look like he is going to go off of it. Backside 3-1-3 there for Vasconcelos. Not going to be a huge score, unfortunately, because he didn't get the extension in the rally and did the loop coming down, but still landed the maneuver, so there's going to be some numbers on the board. Vasconcelos backside 3-1-3 here at the Superkite 2019. Okay, now we are going to have Suarez is up next. He is going to have a final trick attempt. He's got some very good numbers up there. That is why he's in the lead with a 27.93. Alex Neto trailing very closely behind. So here we have Suarez going out, riding for core like a bat out of hell. What has he got for us here on the inside section? A grab, KGB 5. Didn't look like he quite got the grab that he wanted to there. Bounced out of the blind. Really was kind of off-axis rotation, which wasn't allowing him to do it as clean as possible. You can see he's really dangling underneath the kite there. Still, good move for him there, but that is going to be at least half points, if not a crash, just waiting for. Yep, that is going to be considered a crash, and that's good judging there from our judging panel. So that means Suarez, so far, he is going to have a 27.93 average. And we're going to have to see if Alex Neto can go into first position. He would need a 7.62 to be able to go through to first position. Alex Neto, duotone rider from Brazil, more than capable of getting those kind of numbers. He had one of the biggest KGB 7s last year with a 10-point average. That has been one of the sickest moves I've ever seen in competition, and really looking forward to him producing those maneuvers here in Brazil. So he would need a 7.62 if he wants to take first position to go all the way through to round 3. But coming in left foot forward, Alex Neto, local from Brazil, from here in Cumbuco. Good amount of power, good amount of speed coming towards the judging tower. He's going to be unhooking here. What's he got for us? Okay, slim to wrapped, or slim to wrap there for Alex Neto. Not happy with that one. You could really see he got caught up on that edging. Very, very technical ride to be able to produce that with such a small height. That is definitely not going to be that 7.5, 7.62 that he was looking for, but still good maneuver there for him. Probably around the high 6s to 7. Here we have coming on front and center on the screen, Juan Rodriguez from Colombia, part of the Go-To Kite team. He had a very good event in Dakar and one of the most talented Colombian riders we have. Very complete guy. He has improved so much throughout the year, and it's great to see him battling it out here at the Superkite 2019. Going all the way out to the backside of the competition area, he's going to be coming left foot forward towards the judge tower, and it's going to be interesting to see what he produces. So, Juan Rodriguez, he's going to need a 9.77 for first and a 8.63 for second position. So, he can still get the possibility of going through to round 3 directly, but he has work cut out for him with that 9.77. Okay, coming in here like a freight train, the Colombian Juan Rodriguez. Okay, trying a double Hinterberger 5 there, but unfortunately you could see he was really spinning underneath the kite and got the crash there. Even if he did land that one, it would have been a very low score because it wasn't a properly executed trick there for the Colombian. So, unfortunately, Juan Rodriguez, he's going to stay in third position, and now that means that Suarez will go through, the winner of this heat. Neto will go in second position into round 2, and Juan Rodriguez in third position into round 2. And unfortunately, Vasconcelos is going to have to wait until next year to be able to show the goods here at the Superkite 2020. So yeah, good big round of applause and a shout out to his performance here, but he's going to have to come back bigger and better next season. Can see a little bit of a stream going on the comments of the Facebook. Yes, as you guys are saying, if they land with a down loop, with a kite loop, it doesn't show as much control. You know, the difference of the landings with power, with ease, with style, execution, this is what the judges are looking for. So yeah, good comments, and that is completely right. That would deduct points. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm Josie Asher, and this is the Super Kite 2019. We are in the beautiful location of Cumbuco in front of Douro Beach. This is the round number 1. Heat number 4 is coming on the water in just about 48 seconds. We have Ribeiro from Brazil, we have Raider, we have Sousa, and we have Valentin Rodriguez. So this is the first appearance of the youngster. This is one of the guys that is in the race for the World Championship. This young Colombian can get the world title here in Brazil if he does have very good position. Him and Adeli Cornell are the guys battling it out to crown themselves world champion here. So stay tuned as it is coming 17, 15, 13 seconds towards heat number 4, round 1, Super Kite Brazil 2019. Number 4, so heat number 4, round 1 here. We just saw on the water, just waiting to get through these slow-mos, and we'll get that back to you. We just had Ribeiro do a very nice front blind move, so we get the replay of that last move. Very nice move there from Ribeiro with a 6.37. There we can see Ryder, the young Canadian there with the air rush kite. Very nice move here on the inside for him. 6 point something. I'm seeing some of the scores come up. That was a big move here for the Canadian Ryder. Great moving, great maneuvers here for him with a, so just innovation trick there. So can we get a replay, guys, of that last maneuver from the air rush Ryder? We can see a little grab, so we'll be getting back with that move from him so far. So here we can see Da Sousa, right foot forward, the local guy, big backside 3-1-3. Textbook backside 3-1-3, good extension on the Rayleigh, but that is going to be a medium score because it was only a single pass. So yeah, great to see everybody getting a landing here. And coming up next, we will have Valentin Rodriguez, one of the guys fighting for the world title. Here I can just see him coming into the corner of my screen. Valentin is so fast, I can see our cameraman trying to look for him. Guys, he is front and center in the competition area with the white Vegas duotone kite. Okay, I'm just going to translate this information through to you. He has just gone for a huge 3-1-7 on the inside. Yep, that's the guy we just grabbed the landing. Okay, so we're going to go down to the beach for a quick interview with the winners of that last heat and come back here for the action.
Thank you very much, Jules. I'm here with Manuel Suarez, Alex Neto, two local Brazilians killing it in that heat. Alex, it's great to see you here with us competing again. Does it feel nice to be back here?
Of course, it's always a big pleasure to be competing with these boys, especially at home, my backyard where I train every day. And yeah, I must say, I wasn't like training at all. I was actually the last couple of days doing a 340-kilometer downwind.
Wow, you must be exhausted.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super tired, but I must say I'm not like 100%, maybe 95 or so. But yeah, I'm motivated to keep it on, and I'm gonna do my best on the second round.
Congratulations, get some rest and recover a little bit for your next heat.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Alex. Manuel Suarez, muy buena manga, estás navegando impecablemente. ¿Cómo fue?
O vento ali tava irado ali, pouco parecido lá com Barra Grande. Eu só fiz meu melhor lá e deu certo, consegui passar em primeiro.
¿Estás contento de estar aquí compitiendo otra vez con la GKA?
Sim, muito feliz de estar aqui de novo aqui nesse pico maravilhoso, irado.
Muchas gracias, Manuel. Ahora pasa directamente a la tercera ronda. Te deseo mucha suerte.
Obrigado.
Thank you so much. And now we go back to Joe. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, congratulations there to that man. So also great riding from him. Very impressive local rider. He's obviously we're going to be seeing some good things from him. And here we see Ryder going for a very powerful back mode there. Just unfortunately not quite getting the landing. Here's the slow-mo of that. Beautiful all the way through. Just you can see just dip that nose into the water. So unfortunately that will be a crash for him. But great riding here from the Canadian. And here we have S-Mobe. Oh, trying an S-Mobe 7 there on the inside section here. I've seen this guy riding Cauipe, very talented. Rafael de Sousa here, very talented local rider. Just unfortunately not quite getting the landing. Okay, so that's going to be a crash for him. Coming up next, we have Valentin Rodriguez, who, as I mentioned before, is in the section to be able to become world champion here. White kite, right-hand side. Yep, that's him. Yep, perfect. There we can see him on the inside section of the shore here. Valentin Rodriguez just making sure that he sees his name on the board, which will mean that he is going for his trick attempt. He had a 3.17 before with 7.87. The young Colombian coming towards the kicker. As you can see him pushing it to get a bit more speed. Little bit light out there. Is he going to be doing it right foot forward? Looks like he's trying to edge up to see if he can get a bit of a pop. He does. Okay, backside 3.15, very small one. Technically, if they do jump inside the competition area and land outside, that trick will count. Looks like the wind is a little fluky on the inside section here of the competition area, but still, move landed, move scored, and that would be a second score on the board for him, which is going to be a backside 3.15, excuse me, from Valentin Rodriguez. 14.17 total, 6.3 for that backside 3.13 there from the Colombian. So coming up next, we will have Berto, who is the RRD rider, coming in. There we go. Okay, huge back mode 5. That was a beauty. Really extended. Remind me of Maxi Gomez from Spain with that one. Super extended, really pushing it down. Tweaking out that backside, that back rotation. Here you can see with that front side 5. Great maneuver, execution, power, style, claims it. Really good ride in there from the local Brazilian. And a 5.63 for that score. He's got to be happy with that one. Next up, we're going to have the Canadian Raider. He's going to be going up next. Air Rush Rider. On the screen now, perfect. Riding for the Air Rush kites. I know Sam Bigleski is going to be looking at his boy here on the water. What has he got for us? Does look like he's going to be going right foot forward. Going for that big back mode 5 again, but unfortunately one more time getting caught up with that last 180 rotation. Not too happy about that one, but still, yeah. So unfortunately, that is going to be a crash there for him. Okay, here we have Sosa coming in towards us, full speed ahead. Very talented rider from Kauipi. Okay, going for that Esmo 5 or Slim 5. Didn't get the pop that he wanted to. Did dangle underneath the kite, so unfortunately that is going to be underscored here because the judges are looking for those extra execution points, which, as you can see there, he did really support himself on the kite. Still, numbers on the board, and it looks like he's going to be around the 3-point something average for that move. Now, this man here, Valentin Rodriguez, is going for his third trick attempt. So far in second position, but early days in this heat, this will be his trick attempt number 3 out of 7. Remember, in the format, they have 7 trick attempts. Top 4 moves are the ones that score. Here we have Valentin Rodriguez. He looks like he's going to be producing the goods. Left foot forward, coming towards the competition area. And the shouting crowd here on the beautiful shores of Cumbuco, Ceará, the northern province of the beautiful country of Brazil. Here we come, the Colombia. He's got a face of determination right here. Big pop out. So there's 1, 2. Slim 7 landed perfectly. Had to send the kite a little bit to be able to get the extra height in these light conditions. But yeah, really good execution here. That is going to be a medium to decent score. You can see, just look how fast he whips that hip around. That is incredible. Comes down, lands it perfectly. Yep, 8.0 on the board. Valentin Rodriguez is definitely going to be happy with that one. So we have Berto coming up next. RRD rider in the middle of the competition area. I can see him coming towards us. Great, there he is, full speed ahead. Had a beautiful Mode 5 to start off this heat. What's he got for us now? Oh, going for a S-Mode 5. There you go. That's the kind of power, and you can see the little grin of satisfaction from him there. You can just see him coming down, landing with power. Gives a little claim. That's a really nice. So that's that front roll rotation. Then it has that front so 5. But as you can see, he lands planing out with speed. Judges are going to give him extra little kudos for that one. Okay, next up we have the Canadian, the man here on front and center, even getting a little massage. He's got a full-on team for us here at the Super Kite 2019. Okay, here we see him going out, right foot forward. He's been trying to get that back Mode 5, but unfortunately not quite being able to get the landing on those last 2 attempts. Is he going to repeat the trick, or is he going to mix it up? Sometimes you don't want to get stuck on one maneuver. You know, there's always days that it can happen. But, you know, very experienced rider here, local boy from Canada. Okay, yeah, he is mixing it up. He is going to be coming towards the competition beach here. Okay, he's going for... oh, super stylish front roll grab to blind. Very stylish technical maneuver. Really tweaks it out. Not going to be the biggest of scores, but yeah, love the addition of style to that one. That is definitely a favorite move. You can see comes around, really grabs it, looks it, holds it, waits to leave a little bit more, then just wraps it around to blind. Great work there. Okay, so now it is Rafael de Sousa's turn here. Having a hard time in this heat so far, but he is in 3rd position. So he has a 3.9 for that last Slim 5 and a 3.07 for that first maneuver. So he's going to be looking to increase that score because he is very close to that cut-off zone. I can see Liam Whaley giving a little splash there in the back as he's going to be coming up very soon. Okay, here we see Sosa going out. Okay, I reckon he's going to hit one of these kickers. He's got a decent amount of speed. Yeah, he is unhooking. Big front blind mode there from the local Brazilian. Really like how he completely arced his complete body tip over tip on that one. That's definitely going to be a good score for that front blind mode from the Brazilian. And I can see a couple guys on the backhand side of the competition area just enjoying a closer view of our riders here. You can see really committed over the top, whips it round, lands it perfectly, doesn't even get the ankles wet, and a little smile there to claim 5.83 Solid score. There he is. So he's definitely securing himself a position so far to be able to go through to the next round. Okay, coming up next, we will have Valentin Rodriguez. And we can see him going with a lot of power out, right foot forward. Okay, so KGB7 sending the kite a bit because he needs it to be able to get the extra spin in these light conditions. But, I mean, you know, that is a back roll with a backside 7 inverted in it. There you go. There's that one pass, and there's that second pass. Insane to be able to do those kind of moves in these light conditions. Great ride in there from the youngster, but that is why he is one of the contenders for the World Championship this year, 2019 GKA World Tour. Just waiting for some scores to be dropped for that KGB7. So that would be trick attempt number 4 for each one of the riders. And now we would have Ribeiro's turn, the RRD rider from Brazil on the orange kite. I think we're just waiting for that number. 8.5 there for Valentin, and I can see the bunny hop there from Ribeiro going in to the water on the RRD kite, going out. Is he going to be doing it off the kicker? It does look like that with the amount of speed. You can see the fire in his eyes. Good kicker there. Huge KGB grab there for the Brazilian. Ah, that was a beauty all the way through. He did that full back roll rotation, stopped, waited, said hey, then did the backside 3 on that one. Nice grab in the middle, landed once again, kite in the sweet spot with a good amount of power. That is definitely going to be a good score for that KGB. This is what the judges are looking for. They are looking for execution, quality over quantity. And unfortunately, we can see the Canadian not quite getting the move that he wanted to there. Just landed up in a bundle. But still, he is quite close. He would only need 1.95 to be able to go into third position, which would take him around to the next round number 2 and get out of that death zone. But at the moment, he is dangerously close there. Coming up, we have Salsa. A little bit underpowered. I can see him whipping that kite through the sky like no tomorrow. Okay, here he comes up. There he's going for that. Yep. Slim 7 with a bit of a butt check there on the inside, but that was a better maneuver. Fluid throughout. He's not too happy about that one because he did get that big butt check. If not, that would have been a solid score. You can see how he pulls the bar towards his hip and very fluid throughout that whole maneuver. But yeah, did get that big butt check. That's going to be at least half points. Coming up next, Valentin Rodriguez. There we can see him on the inside of the shore break. And his coach, Fabio Ingrosso, there just waiting and telling him to get it, you know, what he needs to do. Utilize the scores that he has, because so far 30.94 in the lead for the youngster from Colombia. Okay, so there his clock goes up, meaning it is his turn to shine. Valentin Rodriguez, duotone rider from Colombia, one of the contenders for the world title this year, wants to prove a point early. Oh, he's talk about get some speed. What are we going to see from him here? Just looking for that perfect piece of chop. Looks like he's, no, he looked like he found it. Is he got to do it there, or he was going to be, okay, 1, 2, backside 317 from the young Colombian. Not the biggest one we've seen from him. He obviously did not have the amount of wind that he wanted to, but still, how fast this kid rotates is insane. There you go, 1, and in a blink of an eye, there's another 360 pass. So, backside 317 there from Valentin Rodriguez. Coming up next, we will have Ribeiro, who's just waiting for his turn to get out on these beautiful Brazilian waters. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Valentin Rodriguez jumped outside of the competition area, so that will be counted as a crash for him. Important reminder for all the riders out there, you got to jump in between those 4 white boys or you will not be scored. Switch stance. Beautiful beauty of a chromo 5 there from Ribeiro. This guy has so much style. I'm a fan. I really like it how he's riding here. That is going to be a big score for him. Nice. You can really see how he whipped the board around, you know, going out from switch stance, doing that front roll, then getting that backside 5 rotation. You can see does the front roll, backside 5. Really good rotation there. Fluid, and again, the grin, the claiming grin of the day. He is positioning himself in second position, 24.44 here for Ribeiro. Okay, so now the Canadian has to start to get the points on the board. He needs a 2.55 on one of the families he hasn't touched if he wants to get out of that death zone here. Big backside 3. Intelligent riding here from Raider. Very intelligent riding. That's going to be a medium score. Decent, you know, decently executed. That's a textbook backside 313. You know, gets the Rayleigh, then really does do that horizontal 360 rotation. Lands it, good amount of power. I reckon that's going to definitely be enough to go into that 3rd position. And yep, there it is, 3rd position. So he is so far safe. But this man Solso is obviously going to want to take that right back from him. Okay, Simone Timpano just asking if I'm not mistaken by that move from Valentin Rodriguez. That was a backside 317. The difference between the backside 317 and the heart attack 7 is the backside 317 you do a Rayleigh, then you do a backside 720 handle pass, and a heart attack 7 is you do Rayleigh, S-bend, and then a 720 handle pass. I hope that clears that one out. Valentin Rodriguez is capable of 7s, 9s, 5s, 2s, 1s, all the numbers out there, but still, that was the different one, and yeah, I agree with you, knee-breaking moves out there. So that was a back-to-blind air pass attempt there from Sosa, so once again, he has taken it back to third position. Valentin Rodriguez coming up next, and he has to, you know, take a little reminder that he has to jump in between the competition boys to be able to get scored, as he missed out on that last score from that backside 7. So Valentin Rodriguez just having a little bit of a conversation then with one of his friends, trying to find out what he needs to do. Here we can see him trying to get a little bit more power. It looks like he's going to go off of this chop. Yep. Okay. That is a better executed backside 317. You can see how he really got the height on that. Utilized that kicker to be able to go up and come off with power. And a big shout out to Mr. Aaron Hadlow himself just joining the stream. Hope you enjoy the show, mate. I mean, you did invent most of these moves. One of the most progressive freestylers of all time and 5 times world champion of the freestyle style. So, yeah, great to have you here on the stream, mate. Okay, so we're looking at an 8.43 there for that backside 317 from Valentin Rodriguez. Last trick attempt here for Ribeiro. He is comboed out for first, so he's just going to want to defend that second position. Nice kicker here on the inside for him. 1. Okay, looks like... Oh! Going face first into the warm Brazilian waters. Man, if you do that in Europe right now, you would get frostbite, but luckily here in Brazil, it's nice and warm. You can see really came off of the ramp nicely. Huge Rayleigh there. Came through. Looks like he was probably going for a 5, but they're just getting that, going face forward into the water. And yeah, just getting a little bit of an eye socket wash there. Coming up next, we have the Canadian. He needs a 2.75 for third, but he's going to want to get something bigger to be able to defend his position, to be able to go into third. Okay, KGB KGB there from the Canadian, not the biggest one we've seen. He did kind of support himself mid maneuver, but still good amount of style. Here you can see he does that backside free rotation after the back roll. Not too happy with that one. You can see him just shaking his head. Still 4.23. So what do we got here? Sosa needs a 4.57 to stay in the competition. So Sosa needs 4.57 to stay in the competition. I've seen this guy riding insanely in the lagoon throughout the last few weeks. Can he produce the goods here with the pressure in heat number 4? Okay, last trick here. Attempt for Sosa. Left foot forward, coming into the shore towards the competition area. Needs to produce a 4.57 if he wants to stay in this competition. He's going to have to do the jump on the way out and utilize one of these kickers because he is going to be timed out. Backside 3.15. He does land it. Wow, that is going to be damn close. Just waiting for some scores. He needed a 4.27 to go, and he's done it. Yes, so a 5.87 there for Sosa, securing that third position. Congratulations. Talk about leaving it to the wire. He will be going through to round number 2 together with Ribeiro. But in first position, winning this heat, will be Valentin Rodriguez, and he's just going to do a nice little victory lap training move here as the last move of the competition. Coming up next, we are going to have Emmanuel from Brazil, Lucas from Brazil, Erik Anderson, one of the most talented riders from Brazil, also winning the national event not so a couple of days ago, and Gian Maria Cocoluto from Italy. They are going to be coming up next. So here we have a little bit more slow-mo action from that heat. Great riding from all of them. So we're going to be going into a 2-minute transition time and starting off with heat number 5 of the single elimination of the Super Kite 2019 in the beautiful location of Cumbuco. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So heat number 5 of round number 1, we have Emmanuel, Lucas, Anderson, and Caputo on the water. So starting off this battle is going to be Emmanuel. He's going to be going out first. Mentioned to the winner of the national comp so far, we saw Erik Anderson, one of the most talented Brazilian riders. He was one of the guys that pulled off the win of the best trick in our Daklo event not so long ago. So great to see him here defending it in his local beach, his local home ground. So here we can see, looks like there we have Emmanuel going out with fire, going out with power. He is going to be initiating the first move of this heat, riding for core. Oh, he's definitely moving that kite up and down to get as much speed as possible. Comes off the kicker. Front to blind with a little bit of a tap there on the tail. Just unfortunately, he kind of got caught up a bit on the landing. Still, I really like those slow motion individual tricks, really showing you have the control. But yeah, just missing out on the landing a little bit on that one there for Emmanuel. So that was a 3.67 for that front to blind. Coming up next, we're going to have also a local rider, Luca. Luca there, I can see him just starting to scrape his way into these Brazilian waters. Also a local boy here. One of the Grom searches, if I'm not mistaken, from the Kauipe Lagoon, organized by Duotone the other day. A lot of the brands like F1, Nash, Duotone, a lot of them are doing these Grom search because they are the future going forward. Yeah, double heart attack. Little bit, does suspend himself on the kite there, dangles underneath it a bit, so judges are obviously going to deduct points for there. Did get the landing still. It's going to be a low score trick, but to get numbers on the board, you can see 1, 2, and a 360 pass. But yeah, as I mentioned, he really is supporting himself throughout that move. So that is going to be a 2.23 there for Luca. Coming up next, we have Erik Anderson, as I mentioned before, winner of the best trick in the Daklo event. On your screen now, one of the most talented Brazilian riders. He actually rides really short lines, this guy. He talking to him a little bit, but just prefers the yank and the power. And you just wait until you see this guy go through the sky. Okay, I can see it looks like Erik has, it looks like he's gonna go for the inside ride here. I can see him coming in on the right-hand side of the competition area, swooping that kite around. Erik Anderson, he is almost going to be tricked out if he's not too careful, so just waiting to see what is happening here. Seems to be a bit of a muddle on the beach, just waiting for there. Yep, so Erik Anderson is timed out. That means it's a crash. So coming up next, Gianmaria Caputo. There we have him on screen, the Italian destroyer. One of the most stylish riders out there. He had the blind landings he produced. It's insane to see. KGB. Okay, small KGB there for him. The wind does seem to be quite light out there. Still, is a textbook KGB. Did dangle a bit on the middle section, but, you know, obviously due to the light wind. So that is going to be a 4.5 there for Gianmaria Caputo. Emmanuel is going out, right foot forward with power. Looks like he's going to be going for his second move so far in second position. Okay, here we go. Better, harder, double heart attack 3 there. The kite was a little bit positioned a bit better, so it's closer to the sweet spot. It wasn't quite there, but also you have to make sure due to these light conditions to get enough lift to be able to produce that double S-bend or double spin and then that 360 handle pass. So that's going to be a good, decent number on the board for him. Probably around the mid-4s, something like that, I'd say. And here we can see, you can just see everybody there. I can see us, Jeremy, waving at you guys here in the cameras. This is the beautiful setup we have here in the live stream booth and the judges tower. Okay, coming up next, we have Luca. That was a 4.8 there for Manuel for that double hard attack. And Luca waiting for his second score to come up. By the looks of it, he's going to go out to the backside of the competition area, turn around, and do an absolute banger left foot forward. Really good move there from the youngster with that 317. 5.57. Once again, judges really making the difference on the execution. Did do that front side 7 rotation, but not quite getting the style and the power they wanted. And here we have the power master himself, Erik Anderson. Okay, backside 317 there. Not the biggest of Rayleighs, but let's just remind it to you, it is quite light out there. Guys are on 13 meters at the moment. Still to be able to produce that 720 backside rotation, you can't really tweak out everything as much as possible. So that is going to be also a good score for Erik Anderson. That is his second trick attempt. Coming up next, we have Gian Maria Coccoluto from Italy. Gian Maria Coccoluto there. Can we get a replay of that last move? That was going to be a very big score there for him. I'm seeing some high 8s, medium 8s, backside 317. The difference with that move, kite positioning is right. It is at that 45-degree angle. Does extend or really gets the full extension on that Rayleigh. Come around, double pass, 8.17 there for Gian Maria Coccoluto going into first position. Here we have so far the runner-up, Emmanuel, with an 8.47 so far, comboing with 2 maneuvers. And he is going to be coming towards the judges, wants to make sure that they see every single detail of this trick. Okay, back mode there, nice and slow. It's stretched out, just didn't get a lot of power and travel throughout that one. Still very stylish. Really like those modes when they do completely stretch out at the middle section of the trick. So still going to be a decent score. That is a stylish back mode. 4.77. He's going to be happy with that one. Takes the lead once more here in heat number 5 of round 1 of the Super Kite in Cumbuco. Here we have Luca going out, looking for a little bit of a kicker, but I reckon he's going to go all the way out to the edge of the competition area, turn around and do it towards the inside section here of the Seara Kite Super Kite 2019. Looks like on the inside it's a bit flatter and they can get those extra meters of height. Oh, trying a Hinterberger 7 there, the youngster. This is what I mean about Brazil. We've never seen this kid before. I'm not sure his age, but I'm gonna say he must be in his early teens. And he's already trying some of the hardest maneuvers on the trick list. Look at that, Hinterberger 7. And he missed that by the skin of his teeth and still landed. This just shows why, Brazil and why Cumbuco is the best location in the world for freestyle kiting. Anderson coming towards us. He's got that grin of satisfaction on his face. This means this is going to be something big. Talk about stretch out. 3-1-7, really forcing himself into that one because he wants to get the power and to be able to get the landing due to its light tether. Look how much force he just completely whips his body around and forces it really all the way. Good move there for him. 3-1-7, just waiting for some numbers to come on the score. Next up, Jean-Maria Coccoluto, currently in third because Erik Anderson just got a 7.3 for that last 3-1-7. Here we have Jean-Maria Coccoluto really enjoying the kicker's right foot forward here in front of the Super Kite 2019. Oh, it looks like he's got a good one there. Going for a huge heart attack 5. Just notice the difference. He extended the Rayleigh, did the S-bend, and then look at here. So Rayleigh extension, S-bend, horizontal rotation. Look how horizontal his board is. And landing that with that amount of power blind is his signature move. And it's one of the things that really does give him the highest scores. And there it has it. 8.5 for that heart attack 5 from Jean-Maria Coccoluto. Emmanuel now in third position, very close in between all of them. He would only need a 1.27 to go second and a 7.94 to go first. So this is trick number 4 attempt for all of these riders. Action-packed heat here on the beautiful waters of Cumbuco. Once again, I want to thank all our sponsors for making this event possible. Ceará, Governo do Estado de Ceará, Asamblea Legislativa do Estado de Ceará, Verdes Mares, and Duro Beach, the location that we have for this wonderful event. And hopefully we can blow a little bit more because we want it to get stronger because it is 30-minute weather out there so far. Okay, here we have, that was the youngster Luca. Looked like he is coming in with a lot of power towards the judging panel. So far, he is in 4th position with a 7.8, but he has missed a trick. Can he produce? He was almost going for that Hinterberger 7, almost got it. Oh, it looks like he's going for it again. One pass, can he get the second? Oh, coming down like a ton of bricks. And I might as well just do a little 360 pass, stylish to get out of the water. Yeah, you can see he completely hit his body on the takeoff of that move, not being able to produce the goods and landing with that front side edge, and almost scorpion the board into his back. But hey, he's young, he's made of rubber, and I'm sure we're going to see bright things of him in the future. And Erik Anderson, once again, one of the most talented Brazilian riders, going out for yet his move attempt number 4. Unfortunately missing that heart attack 5, and I can hear some big screams down on the beach. Obviously local support here, being one of the traditional riders here in Cumbuco, but this man Jean-Maria Coccoluto is on a mission so far. We can see the replay of that heart attack 5 from Erik Anderson, unfortunately ending with a crash. And we're going to get the replay of that last maneuver there from Jean-Maria Coccoluto's a very nicely executed front blind mobe. Jean-Maria Coccoluto comfortably in the lead so far. Just he waiting for that 6.27, so 27.44 average for Jean-Maria Coccoluto. And we're just waiting for the replay of that last move. That's the replay of Erik Anderson one more time. We really like that one. It was the next move after that. Okay, here we have Emmanuel on the water going in with power. So far, he is in second position, so he will be going through to round 2 if he can defend that. But he has heavy hitters, Erik Anderson, and also Luca, if he can land some of the moves he's trying to be able to get through to the next round. Let's just small reminder, the winner of the heat will be going round to round 3, and then heat number 2. So round number 2 will be placed for second and third positions of this heat. Here we have Emmanuel coming towards the judging tower. Okay, grab slim 5, but the kite was decently high on that one. So still, good maneuver. Did add the additional difficulty of a grab in the midsection of the board. A little tindy grab there, but it is not going to be a high score here for him. Here we have the slow-mo. Okay, here we can see grabs that, well, tap that middle section of the board for the indie, comes round and lands with that switch stance, meaning that that was a slim 5. We can see all the people, all the help on the beach. As we mentioned, we have the live scoring here at the GKA Kite World Tour, so it means all the riders can look, know what they have to do, know what they need to go through to the next rounds, know what to do to be able to get the points. And here we can see that move from Jean-Maria Cocoluto, textbook front blind move from him, equal entry and exit speed, nice position of the body, good style throughout, 6.27 there for him. And here we have Luca going with a very stretched, extended KGB there. Oh, you can definitely tell these kids are made of rubber. I reckon if I got that myself into that position, I look like Mr. Potato by the end of the day. You can see, so there he goes into that back rotation, but completely stops and then really tweaks it around. So obviously not a huge amount of style in that KGB. Judges are going to deduct points, but he is getting closer and closer to be able to get in out of that death zone of the heat in that 4th position. Next up, we have Erik Anderson, who so far has only landed 2 maneuvers and crashed the other 2, but I can hear some big screams on the beach. He's obviously got some supporters down here from Cumbuco. Okay, big KGB 5 landed perfectly there from Erik Anderson. Actually getting the pass in the air to be able to pull off those kind of moves in these light conditions just shows the quality of the riding here in Brazil. And that is definitely going to be a decent score for him. You can see big KGB really like the extension. This just whips it around and gets the bar perfectly in the middle, rides out with ease. Great KGB 5 there for Erik Anderson. Jean-Maria Cocoluto, face of concentration from the Italian here. He has 3 solid moves on the cards, and he's going to want to improve over that 4.5. A grabbed, really like how this guy lines blind. Sometimes it looks better than passing it in the air. Really nice stalefish KGB to blind there, or stalefish KGB 5. Great move here from the duotone rider from Italy, Jean-Maria Cocoluto. That's definitely going to be high 7s to 8. I'd reckon I'd go shout out for that move. 8.38, really stylish. You can see the guys, really like the additions of execution, doing the rotation, getting the axes going from that vertical to horizontal throughout the move, and landing blind with power and planing out of it. Solid riding here from Jean-Maria Cocoluto, and that's why he is in 1st position so far. Okay, so next up we have Emmanuel. He would need an 8.5 for 2nd, and he's comboed out for 1st. So he's going to be aiming at a big move. He's been trying some stuff on this inside section, just not quite being able to get the landings. Can he make it here now? Okay, very kite high, 315, losing the bar there. That's not the kind of thing he wants to go, and looks like he needs to get it on a bigger size kite there. So that's going to be a crash there for Emmanuel. And coming up next, we're going to have Luca. You can see the replay just not quite getting the pop and the execution he needed to get on that move to produce the goods. So that's going to be a crash for him. And here we have Luca. Ooh, face of determination. I can see the grin in his face here. And he's going to leave me hanging and go back outside, right foot forward. Thanks, Luca. Okay, the youngster from Brazil. So far in 4th position, he would need a... Where am I? He would need a 5.59 for 3rd to get out of that cutoff or death zone, as I like to call it so far. So what that means is he needs something bigger than a 5.59. Medium to average score. We've seen him producing some really nice moves. Okay, back to wraps. Nice and stylish here from the youngster. But yeah, that's not gonna be enough to kick out Emmanuel from 3rd position. Really good control throughout the move there. But yeah, as I mentioned, that is not going to be a 5.59. So he's still, that is trick attempt number 6. So he means he has one more chance to move up in the ranks to be able to continue in this competition. The winner of this heat goes through to round 1, and the runner-up and the 3rd position go through to round number 2. We have Erik Anderson. Erik Anderson is going in the water now, so big... Oh, how did he pull that off? Good right in there from Erik Anderson. Talk about leaving it to the last millimeters. I'm going to go as far as say he submarined that last 180. You can see he's really underpowered there, and to be able to, you know, hold that landing together. Good ride in there from Erik Anderson. 7.7, putting him into 2nd and probably securing him that 2nd position. This is going to be trick attempt number 6 for Jean-Maria Coccoluto. He's got a 31.32 average. I'm going to call out either a 317 or a Mo 5 from the Italian. You can see him whipping that Vegas left, right, and center to get a little bit more speed here on the inside section of the competition area. Coming right towards the judges. They obviously wants to make them see every single little detail. Yeah, okay, goes up. Slim, dangly slim. You can really see he just smiles and laughs. Not enough wind there on that maneuver. Just kind of didn't quite get the gust that he wanted. So, yeah, that's going to be a very low score for him. That's not going to affect his average. Okay, so we're going to go into the last trick round with Emmanuel coming up first. Emmanuel there going for a little spinny spin. Okay, so yeah, kite was very high. I'm gonna, yeah, that was a Hinterberger S3, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a dangle pass because his kite was completely on top of his head there. So not gonna be a big score. 3.43, not gonna affect his average. So at the moment, this man here, Luca, he would need a 4.59 to go through to the next round. Can he produce the goods on the last trick attempt of his heat? Okay, Luca, come on, give it to us. What have you got here? Front and center. Hinterberger 7 with a butt check. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. I don't think that's going to be a 4.59. It is a very difficult maneuver, but that was a very big butt check. Just waiting to see how the judges will view that. But yeah, I don't think he's done enough to continue through in this competition, and just waiting for that to be confirmed. Yep, 2.8, so that means that, unfortunately, Lucas here is not going to be able to continue in the Super Kite 2019, but a big round of applause to him. Definitely, you can see the potential this young rider has, and I know we're going to be seeing more of him in the years to come. Erik Anderson at the moment in 2nd position. He's obviously going to want to fight Jean-Maria Coccoluto for that first. Got the air on that perfect slim 7. And the crowd goes wild on the beach supporting their local rider. Definitely think he's going to overtake Jean-Maria Coccoluto here for that, with that slim 7, meaning Jean-Maria is going to have to leave it down to the last move to try and get through to that 3rd round and avoid going through to round number 2. Okay, so Waiting for some scores. No, so Jean-Maria Coccoluto is going to, yeah, of course, so excuse me, they already had touched that family. So Jean-Maria Coccoluto will be going through to the next, to round number 3 as he would win this heat. And a little victory run here for him. So we will have Jean-Maria Coccoluto, Erik Anderson, and Luca will be, and Emmanuel will be the riders going through to the next round. And coming up next, we will have Galindo, Kiebler, Mahmoud, and Liam Whaley in heat number 6 of the round number 1 of the Superkite 2019 here in Brazil. So it looks like Jean-Maria is waiting for an inside kicker to try and get a bigger score. He's going to want to improve that 6.27. Going for, oh, I know what he was trying there. Jean-Maria Coccoluto is one of the only riders that does the front blind mode 5. He had the pipe, but he just didn't decide to stick in that extra 180 at the end there. You could see that's what he was looking for. That would have been an additional innovation. Came round, had more, yet he did have the time to be able to go round and can land blind so hard, this guy. But yeah, unfortunately not quite getting the landing there. So yeah, that's a wrap up for that heat. Round number 1, heat number 5, going through to the next round. Jean-Maria Coccoluto, Anderson, and Emmanuel. Congratulations to them, and a big round of applause there for Lucas. Youngster, he is going to be back bigger and better next year. So let's just enjoy some of the slow motions, and we'll be right back with heat number 6 on the water in about 1.5 minutes time.
Yeah, we can talk. The interview is not ready yet. We can start the heat. Camera 1 is live.
Okay, so this is the start of heat number 6, round number 1. We just saw Galindo there go for what I think I saw in the corner of my eye, frontside 317. So just waiting to get some scores into that one. Coming up next, we're going to have the guy from Germany, Kiebler. There you can see him smiling, waiting for his attempt, just waiting to see that number come up on the board to say that he can go, go, go. So yeah, Chapleau is going to go up very soon, and we're going to go down to the beach with an interview with Gemma.
Thank you very much, Joe. I'm down here with Gianmaria Coccoluto from Italy. Are you feeling good on the water, Gianma? You've been in Brazil for a few weeks already. You've been training a lot?
Yeah, we had some really good session in Taiba, but the competition is the open sea, so we had also a really good session here. The wind was a bit light, but I did some really solid trick, so I'm really happy.
Tell me, what has been your favorite moment of being on tour this year?
My favorite moment was in Fuerte, because I did the podium, 3rd place, so hope I can do the same here, and yes, full power.
Good job. Keep your eye on the goal right there. Send a message to all the followers from Italy following the live stream.
Grazie ragazzi, sento il vostro calore, tifate, arriviamo sul podio stavolta, yo!
Thank you so much, Gianma. Erik Anderson, another great performance from you. Last year here in Brazil, you finished on the podium. Te lo digo en español, perdón, Erik. El año pasado conseguiste muy buen resultado en esta competencia. ¿Vas a intentar lograr lo mismo esta vez?
Esse ano está sendo muito importante para mim. Competi 2 etapas, foram muito importantes. Na França eu não fui muito bem e no Marrocos consegui ganhar a melhor manobra. E assim, é evolução cada dia. E agora a última etapa é em frente de casa, no quintal de casa. Estou bastante feliz de ter passado para o 2º round. E é isso, vamos que vamos. Brasil, tamo junto, a galera aí que está torcendo. Obrigado e é isso, valeu.
Muchas gracias, Erik, y mucha suerte para la próxima manga.
Gracias, gracias.
Gracias. Back to you, Joe. Thank you.
Thanks, Gemma. Thanks, guys. Yeah, great riding from them. You're going to be happy with Gianmaria Coccoluto and Erik Anderson going through to the next rounds together with Emmanuel. So they're going to definitely go be happy. We just saw the first 2 moves there of Chapleau from Germany with that heart attack. And we just saw a slim here from Karim Mudmud, unfortunately just getting caught up on the inside section there. And here we have from Spain, Liam Whaley from my local town in Tarifa, one of the best riders out there. We're going very fast through the competition area under the kite of F1. What has he got for his opener? Big front blind mode textbook there from him. Good opener on the banger there for Liam Whaley. Coming up next, we're going to have Galindo one more time. Here we can see Galindo. We just get a replay of that front blind mode from Liam. 5.97, huge elements of style from Mr. Whaley here. So good way to open up a hint. And here we have Galindo doing a very big front blind mode, just unfortunately over rotating a bit and coming a little bit too front foot heavy and not quite going down. But yeah, I reckon he's going to try that again, because that is going to be a big score for him if he can land that clean. Can see a lot of the local boys back in Spain supporting here. Liam Whaley, Sergio Turegano, Pastrana, all of the boys back in Tarifa. Great to have you join in the stream, and make sure you get those comments and give these boys some heats. We want to see the moves get bigger and bigger here at the Superkite 2019 here in the beautiful location of Cumbuco. Next, we have Chapleau from Germany. He is going to be going out. I can just see him out of my booth on the right-hand side, just waiting as we're waiting for a score to be dropped there for Galindo. And then it will be Chapleau from Germany's turn. Here he comes in with a lot of power. Had a heart attack at the beginning, not the biggest one. He did have the kite a little slightly high, so kind of floated underneath it a bit. That's why he didn't get the biggest of scores. It does look like he wants to go right foot forward. A lot of the riders in these light conditions utilizing the kickers to be able to kind of come off the top and get those a little bit of an extra feet height here on the beautiful location of Cumbuco, as the wind is a little fluky and light today, but hey, These are the world's best. What we look for at the GKA Kite World Tour is the most complete rider. You got to pull it off in gusty. You got to pull it off in the best conditions out there. Just getting a little kite scenery here on the stream. Okay, going through. He was trying to grab back to blind there. Just got caught up on that middle section of the move. Looked like he didn't quite execute the pop as well as he wanted to. So that's going to be a crash for him. And next we have Karim coming at us, the boy from Egypt. See if he can get past that last position so far. Very talented rider, just unfortunately not having the best starter to his heat here. Heat number 6, round number 1. If you're just joining us, this is the Super Kite 2019 of Brazil, and we're in the beautiful location of Cumbuco. Karim, big KGB, clean, stylish, executed, quite a whippy part at the end there. So good maneuver there for the Egyptian. He's obviously going to get a medium to average scores for that one. That is a textbook KGB. Entry and exit speed is pretty good, probably around the medium to mid 5s. 5.2 for that KGB, meaning he goes into second position so far. Coming up next, we will have Liam Whaley from Spain. Liam Whaley, the F1 blue and orange kite. I can just see him fly through our screen there, and there he comes onto in the middle section of the competition area. Just look at the difference of speed and talk about face of determination. Going for a backside 5. Looks like he was going to do a pop out, but decided against it. Quite, as we've been mentioning throughout the stream, it is quite light out there, but Liam showing a good execution. He really extends. He really does pay attention to detail, this young man from Spain, and with a very nice backside 315 there. Gonna be a decent score. I'm seeing some numbers, 6.53. He's definitely going to be happy with that one. And Galindo for his third trick attempt once more. Looks like we've got a little bit of a boat in the middle of the competition area. Obviously, the local fishermen going out for a night shift to bring those beautiful peixes back so we can have the lovely food here. Such a great Brazilian culture. I mean, the food. This is going to be a hard place to leave. Okay, so that on the screen now, here we have Galindo coming in, left foot forward, very powerful, big back mob with a grab, nice move there from him, good, nice and stylish, did get the grab, and I love the gring and the little shout to the crowd. I can hear the guys going wild here on the shore, supporting their local riders. You can see back mob, a little bit of a tap there, adding a little additional moments of style, and he's going to be happy with that one. 4.97 for that back mode. That positions him in first position so far. Okay, Chapleau is going to be coming up next. This is going to be his third trick attempt. Riding for Nash, you can see him flying towards us here at the Super Kite 2019. Oh, he's grizzling his teeth here. He's obviously going to be throwing something at us. Huge twig. Beauty over 313. Really nice, huge extension on that Rayleigh. Very stylish, coming down with power. They're going to definitely give you double shackers for that one, mate. That was a very nice 313 there for him. 2.93, obviously individual pass, and they did take some additional points off for that forced landing. But yeah, really like the tweak on it, just showing, trying to tweak everything out. Quality over quantity. It ain't a spin to win here at the GKA Kitesurf World Tour. Here we have Karim Mud going right foot forward. He's already got a couple of solid moves on the board. Okay, individual heart attack, but unfortunately getting caught up on the chop here, not quite getting the move that he wanted for that one. So that's going to be a crash for his third attempt, and we're going to be going for the third trick attempt for Liam Whaley. Liam Whaley looks like he's mixing it up, coming left foot forward towards the beat. I'm going to call either a 317 or back mode 5 from this man. Getting a little bit more speed now. This is going to be a high executed trick. Back mode, nose grab 5. Very nice there from the Spaniard, Liam Whaley. Racking up the points, keeping it easy, cool and collected, making sure that he gets those top 4 numbers on the board, and then he will be producing the higher maneuvers. He knows he has, so far he has it in the bag with the lead. He's probably going to go, yeah, he's definitely going to go into first position after that trick. So Liam Whaley from Spain, 6.43. Going into first position here of heat number 6 with an 18.93 average. He has 3 good moves on the cards, and he's going to be wanting to increase that lead throughout the heat. 4 trick attempts for each riders to go. If you're just joining us, this is the Super Kite 2019 Freestyle World Championship event here in the beautiful location of Cumbuco in front of Doodle Beach. What that means is every rider has 7 trick attempts, and the top 4 tricks are the ones that count. Those are the numbers to pursue that perfect 40.0 score. And at the moment we have here Galindo in second position, trying to go down and produce the goods to go past Liam Whaley. Looked like he was trying to maybe go for something bigger in that slim, but just not quite getting the height that he wanted. So that is slim chance there for Galindo. That is not going to be enough to take the lead once again from Liam Whaley. So Galindo in second position. Coming up next, we have Chapleau from Germany. Chapleau coming all the way in from the right-hand side of the competition area. Nash rider from Germany. Serious amounts of power coming through. Back to blind air pass. Looked like he might have got a little tap in there. Still not the biggest of tricks. He's going to have to get a little bit higher if he wants to take the third position away from Mahmoud here. So nice back to blind air pass, but he's going to have to step it up if he wants to continue through to the next rounds as the best of the best here are in the water. And great to see everybody killing it here in Brazil. Manuel David Rondon, just asking a little bit on the stream here, what, in my opinion, when was it harder to compete back in the day with the format or with this one? I think depending on the rider, it can go one way or the other. This format is really nice, but then you do have the additional pressure of knowing exactly what you have to do or how far you're losing. But for the spectators and for the riders to, to be able to produce the best quality out there, I'm definitely a fan of this turn format, and that is why we are pushing it here at the GKA Kite World Tour. So yeah, I'm going to say the new format that all the guys have been pushing to be able to get in here definitely works a lot better than back in the day, because it was a little bit of a muddle out there. But yeah, some riders like it, some riders don't, but generally the feel is that this is the way to go forward. And this is a family, this is a consensus of all different people. So yeah, really good to have the feedback there in the riders committee. This is the way they want to be pushing the sport. And here we have on the water right now Liam Whaley waiting for his turn, just waiting for the numbers to come back from that slim 5 from Mahmoud. 3.97 there for him, and then one of the local riders giving Liam the little fist punch there to give him the extra power to go bigger here at the Seara Super Kite 2019. Definitely got a good amount of speed here. F1 rider from Spain. Heart attack 5. Just unfortunately getting caught up on that individual bit of chop there on the inside. So that's going to be a crash for him, but he still has the lead. And coming up next, we have Galindo, who is in second position and would need a 4.77 to take the lead away from Liam. Galindo going all the way out to the backside of the competition area. It does look like they have the wind is a little bit further out at the moment. The inside section here on the beach is a little fluky. A lot of the riders really utilizing that outside buoy. Here we can see coming with a decent amount of speed towards us. We have Galindo, 17.3 in second position. He is going to need a 4.77 if he wants to overtake Liam Whaley. Slim 5. Okay, tweaking it around on the final millimeters of that move there. Definitely going to be around that area. Good riding here from the Brazilian. Okay, so here we have, coming up next, we have Chapleau. Really like the style of this rider. He does pay attention to detail. So far in third position, so he would be going through to round 2 if he can keep this up. Nash rider from Germany, pumping the water to try and get some extra additional speed, but not quite be able to get the movement or the kilometers per hour here at the Ceará Superkite 2019. So going right foot forward, he has 22 seconds to produce the goods here for his 5th trick attempt. 11.36 so far. Needs six and a bit to go through to, oh, beauty. I reckon this guy must wakeboard. That is a very technical, difficult trick with that front to blind. Inverted over the top and landing wrapped completely and then passing the bar afterwards. As I mentioned, super stylish guy. Look how he just comes around, lands planing and passes the bar. Obviously a simple maneuver because it isn't a double pass and it hasn't passed in the air, but I like the addition of style. I'm a fan. And that's it. Great to see the judges rewarding that one. 4.1 and well deserved for that front to blind. Okay, Karim looks like he's going to be eyeing up these initial parts of kickers on the inside. Going for a backside 3. Not quite getting the height that he wanted to. He's going to have to start to up his game. He is in a sticky situation so far. He's going to need a 6.3 if he wants to go to third. And he only has 2 attempts to do it. Slamming his hand on the bar. They're not too happy with what happened. Liam Whaley all the way out the back, coming in. He's going to wait for his name to appear on the board so he can go and do his turn here. I can see a lot of support. Juan Antonio Martín supporting Liam Whaley from Spain. Great to see all the Spanish boys. ¿Qué pasa, señores? Espero que estéis disfrutando del stream. Yeah, really hope everybody's enjoying the stream here of the Superkite 2019 in Cumbuco. Forecast looks like the wind is gonna be stronger tomorrow, so we're only going to be doing the first round of the men, as the girls looks like they are released. Okay, Liam there, 35 seconds less. He's going to be waiting for a kick. I can see just over the top part of my screen, I can see a little bit of a wave pumping up for him. Liam's going to want to produce some sort of a move on their way out. Really trying to pump that kite around. Can he get it? He's got 15 seconds left to get one more maneuver here. Okay, he is unhooking before. Okay, so hard attack 5. Unfortunately getting caught up on the chop again. Really light conditions out there. Really having a hard time to be able to get those landings. That's trick attempt number 5 for Mr. Whaley. 2 attempts left for every single one of them. Coming up next, Galindo in second place. I would need a 3.84 to take the lead in this heat. Oh, he's speeding through the competition area like a freight train. Right foot forward, off the top of the kicker. Hard attack with a perfect landing. Kite was a bit high still. That's going to be a good score. Definitely going to be over a 3.84. Just going to be wait to see if that will be enough to take him through to the next round. Coming up next, we will have Chapleau, who is in third position, very closely in front of Karim Mudmud here. So the fight for third and fourth position is on. And yep, okay, so Galindo has overtaken Liam Whaley there. So Liam 18.93, crashing twice on that hard attack 5 attempt. Okay, the young rider from Germany with the Nash kites going out. It looks like he's going to go all the way out and try and do something left foot forward towards the judges again. You can see Sergio Turegano from Spain getting excited with his fellow countryman Liam Whaley. Sergio, very talented young freestyler from the local beach of Tarifa. Great to see you enjoying the stream, my friend. And there is a 3-1-3 there from Chapleau, but he's not happy with that one. Didn't get the height. Good extension. I really like the attention to detail and the tweaking of this guy. But yeah, he's going to have to get some bigger moves as he wants to go through to the future rounds here of the Super Kite 2019. Okay, next we have Karim is going to be coming up next. Looks like he's gone all the way out of the center of the competition area. You can see him powering through on his white kite, coming at us with a lot of speed. Here he comes. We can see Karim trying to get as much speed as possible, having trouble so far. He is going to need a 3.87 if he wants to get into third position, but unfortunately coming down in a bundle on that one. Also, I can see Elevate manager from Spain, Nico Pelaez here. Great to see you enjoying the stream of the freestyle here at the Super Kite 2019 in Brazil. Liam Whaley, the Spaniard, powering towards us. Needs a 1.21 to get into that first position. This guy is definitely capable of that. He is one of the best riders on the planet so far. Grab Slim 5. Very light out there still. You really like how Liam just stretches out, gets that nose grab, and then tweaks that hip around to be able to get that faster rotation, excuse me, at this beautiful location in Brazil. Getting my words mixed up here. So Liam Whaley is going to regain that first position after that maneuver. Okay, so the last round of tricks here for all of these guys. First up, we're going to have Galindo. So if he wants to take first position, he needs an 8.91 to take the win. We can see Galindo coming in on the right-hand side of the competition area. Decent amount of speed. Very good riding he has here with 20.13 total. Is he going to utilize this kicker? It's definitely a good one. Double heart attack. Landed move, not a lot of power, but it is quite light out there still. Great riding here from the local Brazilian. Definitely not going to be enough for an 8.91, but still going to secure himself that second position and apply the pressure to Chapleau and Mahmoud to see who will get out of that cut-off zone of this heat number 6. You can see Chapleau on the way out. Going for a big back move, landing it with ease. Really kept his body together to be able to get through that one. So he's going to apply it even a bit more of pressure there to Karim. So Karim is going to need, just waiting for that last score to be dialed in. So Karim is going to need a 4.77 to be able to take third position and continue in this competition. More than capable of doing that, this young Egyptian, very talented rider. Looks like he's going to be doing that on the way out, utilizing one of these kickers. So 4.77 is the number we need to see on the board for this guy to be going through to round number 2 and staying here in the competition of the Super Kite 2019. Can he do it? Unhooking. And just does not get the height or the rotation or the move that he wanted. He is very unhappy about that. Unfortunate there for Karim, meaning that he will be kicked out of the event earlier than expected, and it looks like we're going to go through to the last attempt here for Liam Whaley. And Liam Whaley coming up next for that final attempt. Then we will be moving through to heat number 7, where we have Doratini, Mendes, James, and Rosley. That will be heat number 7 coming up very shortly. So one more move from this man, Liam Whaley, to go, and then we will go into that 2-minute transition. Okay, so waiting for that last move from Kalim to be verified, meaning he will be out of the event earlier than expected. And now Liam Whaley coming up for his final trick attempt of this heat number 6 here of the Super Kite in Brazil. Lighter conditions than expected out there, but this is what it means. You have to produce the goods in all the different conditions. That is what is going to make you a world champion. So Liam Whaley, for the last time of this heat, victory lap for him as he has taken the win with a 24.4 average. Going to be unhooking here. Okay, double calf mob there for Liam Whaley. One of the wakeboard tricks we saw. I think probably the pusher of that move was Christopher Tact, who came back here, 2015 world champion, if I'm not mistaken. Came back to Dakar to see us and did very well, getting all the way through to the semis. But yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a crash for Liam, but nice to see him mixing it up. So that is going to be the final score for that heat. So we have Liam Whaley in first, Galindo in second, and Kiebla in third. Unfortunately, Mahmoud Karim from Egypt is not going to be able to continue in the competition. So congratulations to all the winners, and look forward to seeing you in the next rounds. Here we're just going to enjoy a little bit of a slow-mo for the 2-minute transition period. Gemma will get down to the beach with an interview with those guys, and then we'll be right back here with heat number 7 of the freestyle. And we're back. So heat number 7 of the water. The nice little heart attack there on the inside for the Italian Dorotini to start off the heat. So yeah, really good to see him coming out with a banger. But just, yeah, the kite was a little bit high. Not going to be the biggest score. Still good to get some numbers up there. Oh, I can see my good friend from... originally from Malaga, but from Valencia, one of the local riders from Valencia also, Armando Puertas. Señor, un placer tenerte en el streaming, madre mía. Great to see you here on the stream. This guy is riding with me from day one, and yeah, part of the local community down there in Valencia. Great to see everybody enjoying it out here. And I can see a big discussion going through with seeing who's going to be doing double disciplines next year, either Turegano or Nico. So yeah, great to see the Spaniards enjoying it here. Lighter conditions than we expected, unfortunately. But so far, the guys are really producing the goods. And up next, we have Mendes, the Brazilian, coming in front and center in the competition area. Here we can see him on the screen. Looks like he's going to go up. Okay, S-Mobe. Just going for a little dangly S-Mobe there. Really light. He didn't quite get the very hard conditions out there. This is why we are going to be cutting it after round number 1 here of the competition. So 2 more heats to go, and then we will be calling it a day here at the Super Kite 2019. So there we can see Mendes, 3.1 for that slim. Okay, so that was the replay of that heart attack there from Dorotini, the first move. Now we have Robbie James from Thailand. This guy is called the Stoke Master. As he's starting to be called Send It Like Robbie James. Okay, backside free. Pulling it together. The kite was a little bit higher than expected, but he still managed to get the land there. Gonna want to be going more powerful, but if anybody can send it, everybody wants to send it like Robbie James. Okay, so that is a 2.33 there for Robbie. He's putting himself in third position. And now we have the South African Aaron Rosley. Very stylish rider, this guy. One of the heavier boys on tour, but I really like his attention to detail, the wakeboard style he has. Okay, coming at us like a bat out of hell towards the beach. What is he going to produce for us on this opener of his heat? Aaron Rosley. Looked like he was trying to go for a back mode there, just didn't get the rotation that he needed, and unfortunately coming down in a bundle. So that's going to be a crash for him. And now we're going to go into the second round of tricks with Dorotini starting off once again. Okay, back to blind there from Donatini. Really, you know, the guys are making these moves simpler because that is what is needed. It's quite light out there, so they're just going for the easier tricks to get through these rounds. They have to, you know, in the end, it is about getting those numbers on the board. So far, that was a, I'm getting mixed up here. That was a back to blind there from Donatini, just waiting for that score to appear. Not sure if he jumped too early there. Just waiting to get some information in because I think there might be a change here in the sequence. I'll be right back in a short moment because it looks like there's been some change in the competition format right now. Okay, guys, yeah, so unfortunately that heat has been abandoned, so we are going into abandonment for today due to the fact that the wind conditions are below average, so we have cancelled the competition of the Super Kite for today. But before we leave, we're going to go down to the beach with my friend Liam Whaley for Spain, just for that last interview of the day, and what a way to close it off. So yeah, Gemma, please close out the stream, and we'll be back right tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much, Joe. Liam, you just managed to sneak in that last heat of the day before it's been abandoned due to the wind conditions. Were you happy to ride in that?
Not really. Yeah, the conditions, I mean, it was strong in the morning and then it just gradually died off as it's been doing for the last few days. Wasn't feeling too good, actually. I had like a little bit of pain in my rib from yesterday's session. I hurt myself a little bit in my arm as well. So I'm glad just to kind of make it through. Gonna rest up and hopefully come back strong tomorrow.
What's been your highlight of the year so far, Liam, on tour?
I think definitely Mauritius was one of the funnest events for me because it was kind of like I wasn't doing well at the start of the year. I was struggling a bit with my physically and then just before Mauritius I came to Brazil for a month in August and I really trained hard. I started to feel a lot of progression and it was like the first time that I felt super motivated in around 3 years. Like, kind of felt like a kid getting back into kite surfing again. So that was great to come into Mauritius and make a podium and have a chance of winning it. And then Dakla, another podium. So yeah, actually pretty motivated for this event. I calculated the points before coming and I know I can't win. So I kind of sneaked a trip to Bali, just do something different, clear my mind a bit.
But you can still finish second, is that correct?
Yeah, so basically I think if I win this event and Valentin comes fourth, I can sneak a second, which would be awesome. I mean, to finish the event with a win would be sick, but let's see, everybody's ripping.
Good stuff, then get some rest. We'll see you in round 3. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Gemma.
Thanks a lot. Now we're going to be finishing up for today and we'll be back tomorrow with a lot more.
Okay, yeah, so what a good day, the start of the Super Kite here 2019. Unfortunately, the wind hasn't completely prevailed as we wanted it to. So that means we are going to go on cancellation as of today. So that means we will be starting tomorrow with heat number 7 of the round 1 of the dingle here in the Super Kite 2019. It's been a pleasure transmitting this first day of action. Can't wait to see the wind getting bigger. Oh, I'm getting mixed up here. Too many people talking. I'm going to see you tomorrow after the little bit of an action highlight here. So yeah, day 1 in the books, and we're going to be having even better action at day 2. I'm Josie Ashton, and I will see you tomorrow.
Decisions are made.